Really? Hey, whoa, Sarah. Hello. Hi, y'all. Hola, hola. I've been missing in action, ain't I? Nah. Sorry, family. Listen, I probably need to go get my robe. Hold on, because it's a little chilly in here. Just a little bit. Hold on one second. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Y'all doing all right? Good morning. Good morning, Stitch. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, my babies. Good morning. Everybody I miss, good morning. Vivian, Jamila, everybody, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Miss Garcia. I know I done missed everybody. Trina, Diana, Cherie or Sherry, Miss Blunt, is Bessie, Yanni, Mr. Dream Express. Good morning, everybody. Everybody, good morning. Good morning, Christine. And who did I miss? Is it Bahia? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lady G. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Ooh, how y'all doing today? Y'all was all right this weekend without me? Y'all didn't get in no trouble, did you? Girl, you finna get out my conversation this morning. What? What I do? What I do, girl? What I done did? Oh. Yeah. Oh, what you gonna do when he give it to you? Right. What you gonna do when he give it to you? Will you be up? You said it's been a wild month. Oh, it has. It has been a very wild month. One for the books. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I'm in your business. Look like we always going through the same stuff at the same time, don't it? We it's family for real. That's the problem. Good morning, Anna. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I missed y'all, but it's been nice not being on TikTok and YouTube. Y'all know that? I just been living a real life outside of here. Girl, I've been Goodwill shopping, moved back to Milwaukee, started over kind of. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with starting over, baby. Because you learn from something every time you do. I'm not worried about starting over. I don't care about that. I will do it. How was my rest? It was good. I don't know that I was resting, but I've been talking to my kids and having some amazing conversations and just being, right? And I was talking to my daughter today, and she said, Mom, you've been working every day for like how long? She was like, it's okay for you to just not work. It's okay, right? She was like, you deserve to just live a little bit and just outside of just do something for you, right? So that's what I've been doing. I just been trying to, because the world is ending now. He said my next door neighbor had the police wake us up at 4 a.m. to evacuate the house. He had a meltdown. Oh, hell no. Not you messing with my sleep. He said, I'm so happy for you. You work so hard and it's wonderful to see you happy. You can tell I'm happy. You can tell I'm happy, Jamila. Y'all pay a lot of attention. You can tell? Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Artist. Listen, I was just thinking and praying for y'all. Good morning, Mari. Mental health is real. It is. Very. And that's why I don't be around folks. You said, I'm so glad you took that time out for you. We want your mental and your spirit to also be at rest, man, because sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I be all over the place and I be trying to figure out. Thank you. I be trying to figure it out for me too. You know? That I'm glowing? Interesting. Okay. So there's no hot nothing from y'all, huh? Good morning, Timothy. Good morning. Listen here, that's funny. Y'all is nosy. You said yes, I'm glowing. Interesting. Well, I ain't washed my face this morning. That could just be oil. You said yes, you are. You is. Interesting. Interesting. You said you look so happy. Your face is glowing. Yes, I see the glow. You said yes, you. I ain't washed my face now. It could be grease. You said your eyes are happy. Interesting. Y'all nosy. You said the smile told everything. Listen here. Listen. You said, yeah, that's not just all. Stop it. Listen. Okay. Well, amen. Amen. Listen. You said the first thing I said was look at her eyes. Y'all pay too much attention. Y'all pay entirely too much attention. You said that I didn't wash my face. Okay, girl. Listen, I haven't. I didn't. Well, I wiped it down, but I ain't been, Yeah, that's not true. So I did wipe it. Y'all know I wipe with water though. I ain't washing it. Hilarious. Cause I did wipe it down with water. But whatever. Anyway, moving on. You said you look rested. You said, yep, you taught us right to pay attention, look in their face and see what's going on. Interesting. I taught y'all too damn well, evidently. You said we know what to pay attention to now. Hilarious! Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So that means I can't get nothing past y'all. I get it. You said it did. Hilarious. And even if you try to hide it, we will still see it in your face. Really? Thank you. You said you just look happy, refreshed. Okay. Yeah. Whatever gave you that glow, good for you. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Hello. Yes. Yes. You said, okay, so spill it. And won't? Yep. Nope. Can't do that. That's, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know this song? Hold on, let me see. Christian Mingle 2025. You said what? When he said, listen to Jermaine Dupri, he said something. He said what? Uh-huh. Not the creep it into my house part, because ain't nobody, God ain't letting none of that happen. But y'all got my stomach sweating. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My stomach didn't start sweating. I don't want to do it. You said, well, I seen that in my head. Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Folks talk too much. They do, but that's crazy. Y'all can see it. Can't hide nothing from y'all. Well. That's crazy. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. You said whatever you're doing for yourself, you look fantastic. Keep it up. I'm glad. That makes me happy, y'all. You know what it is? I've just been able to have some amazing conversations. And I'm be honest with y'all. Sometimes you don't feel seen by people, right? Anybody else ever felt like that? Since you got a bad when you on the phone and they call right back. Mari, get out my business, Mari. Get out my business. Listen. And so when you finally feel seen by a person, it's different. It is. It's a, thank you. It's a different feeling. You know? Even if it's not nothing serious or whatever, just to know that a person can understand, right, is a different feeling. Right? Because we all want somebody to understand us. Right? No? You said you don't ever have to worry about being seen. We got you covered, Lord willing. Thank you so much. But sometimes you want to be seen. Now, see, y'all can see me. I'm grateful for that. But that ain't the seeing I want. That ain't the seeing that I want. Mm-hmm. I love y'all, but y'all, we have familial love here. There's a couple other loves that I need to experience. So there's that. But I want God at the head of it. Natty, listen now. Like, we got a different type of love, but it's some other stuff that you want to see in life. I want to be cuddled too, Mari. You hear me? But right now it's just conversations, and I'm okay with that. Okay? I don't have no problem taking my time. I don't gotta FaceTime with you right away. You gonna get to know me. And the best way to do that, I don't care what nobody say, is over the phone. Because you can hear the different tones. Thank you. You can hear the different tones in a person's voice. You can hear their size. You can hear. There's a lot of things that you can hear if you just take your time. You hear me? And I don't know what's gonna happen or whatever, but you think about that, and it's like I like conversation. I like to talk. I wanna get inside your head. I want you to be inside of my head before you ever touch my body. That's not, you know what I mean? It's a real thing, and I think that's why a lot of relationships and stuff don't work right now. Even friendships don't work because people do not get to know the people that they're around. You hear me? This is why we look at our friends and we like, I never knew you. You know what I mean? I didn't know you was like this. Well, if you would have took the time to listen and let them tell you about their experiences, then you wouldn't have never. Because you can tell a lot about a person's character when they talk. You said you be speaking the truth. It's a real thing. Anybody ever had a friend that you thought was a friend to you, and whole time you was a friend to them, but they weren't a friend to you? And had you have listened to their conversations just a little bit more, you would have known that. Because sometimes, especially when it's the opposite sex, most people, because we want to be in a relationship, we think, oh, this person is there for that. They could just be there to be a really good friend to you. They could be your other, but you don't even take the time to see where they fit before you be giving them your body. Some folks there for a season, a reason, and then a lifetime. You got to figure out, thank you. You got to figure out which space they're supposed to be in. And the only way to do that is to take time. If a person is trying to rush you, true intimacy. Come on, Mari. You say, yes, I had a friend like that back in Cali. Crazy thing is, my husband told me that wasn't my friend, girl. Because somebody that loves you going to tell you for real. Somebody that loves you is going to tell you, hey, you might want to watch them. I know you don't see it. Hey, pumpkin. But that's not your people's. You know? That's not you think, but it's not. You know? That's a way for you to listen to a person and see if they are going to do what they say. There's a lot of things that you can learn from just having conversations. Everything don't have to be whatever. You can listen. And most people don't because they just thinking about what they want, right? What the physical part of it. Now the physical, I get it. But you don't want to make that be the most important thing, right? You don't want that to be, because then you only get surface relationships, whether it be friendships or whatever. It's like the people that only hang out with people that's cute or that they think are attractive people. They won't hang out with nobody because they got a good spirit, or you know what I'm saying? Oh no, they can't be around me because I only keep baddies around me or whatever. But all of them are right. They're bad. They're bad people. They're bad for your life, bad for your relationship, bad for your career, bad for you as a person. You right. You keep baddies around you. You said, yeah, my mom told me that ain't your friend, and she was right. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, because they're going to correct you through the good and the bad. And yeah, yeah. Hey, Orberlane, you hear me? Thank you. I appreciate that. So, you have to learn people. And a lot of people don't take the time to learn people. And so then they be upset because it's like, I thought you were, well, you shouldn't have thought. You should have got to know me. And then you would understand, you know, in real life. It's a thing. So just to have conversation is nice, you know. And I've been able to have a lot of it with my children too. Look, there go a kid calling me right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Right? Right. I'm always working, right? That's how it works. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Anyway. All right. So, used to think everyone was like me. Say what they mean. I learned the hard way. Me too. Baby, listen. Folks will become you so that you think you won with them. And whole time they're nothing like you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I learned my lesson with all of that. That's why I don't be but that's why I be by myself. Y'all ain't seen me with no homegirls or nothing. I said, y'all saw me with one homeboy, and that's because he drove down with me to go to my daughter's surgery. Y'all ain't seen him no more. I've been knowing y'all almost 4 years. If I was turning up and stuff, y'all know. I mean, y'all saw me with Auntie B because I was invited to her house. But other than that, I don't be with nobody. I don't be with nobody. I be by myself or with my kids because people are crazy, and I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy too in a lot of ways, but not that kind of crazy. You know what I mean? So, thank you, Mr. Artisan. Thank you. You said that's good, Prophetic Healing. Thank you. Yeah, it's real out here. The Bible tells you to try the spirit by the spirit, and a lot of people don't want to do that, and then they be upset when they find out that the people they around they don't even know them. It'll make you feel lost because you've been investing in something that's not even real. A friendship, whatever it is, you've been investing in it, and the whole thing, it's not even real. It's not even real. You know. Anyway, thank y'all. You said, yep, I realized that with a few friends I've had and no longer friends with, and just realized that recently with my good friend I've been cool with for years, only because I've been a friend to her. Girl, that's the thing. Most of the people in your life are in there because of what they can get from you. No joke. They don't care. Conversations are pointless and it's not real. Honey, listen, if it ain't real, I don't want it. That's friends. I don't care what it is. Relationships, if it's not real, you can keep it. I'm telling you, I don't play that. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'm for real. Thank you. It's a real thing. No, going on. I mean, because you build on a false foundation. You said that's why I stayed in myself too. Yeah. Some people don't care if they're around people and they can't like they'll do the whole shallow stuff. I can't. Me, auntie, listen, auntie lady, listen. They don't want to know like, cause I'm not gonna be fake for you. I'm doing good, Jessica. I'm not gonna be fake for you. So there's that. And people be wanting you to be who they want you to be. No, I'm gonna be myself. And if you don't like that, you need to get the hell on. Cause this is who I am. I'm doing okay, Auntie. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for asking. Listen, can't be fake, right? It's hard being fake. That's why they be irritated all the time. If you want to know if a person is fake, just look how they stay irritated. Cause they have to try to balance all of this craziness. You hear me? I got one friend and we check you said I got one friend and we check that energy always. Yeah, yeah, you have to. It's I don't want that. You said so. It's just me and the kiddos. It was me and my kids for a long time. I mean, I had friends and stuff, but my house was my safe haven. So you can't come over here bringing all the craziness and. Because when you leave, it's gonna stay in here with me. He said, "Oh, I walked into my life just now. Uh-oh, the Shannon. Listen, Miss McNeil, I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing, you know? And so then you walk through life thinking, you're not worthy of certain things. Not that we're any of us, but you feel like you don't deserve certain things because people have made you feel that way. Like nothing good should come to you or. And it's like, I'm gonna just be over here. I'm gonna just be over here by myself. No, thank you. I'll pass. Cause if it ain't, no, no, thank you. Anyway, so can we talk about something? And I know y'all seen it because I ain't been on here, but can we do this? Can we?
SBV just closed. The State Bank of Vietnam, SBV, just closed 43% of all bank accounts in Vietnam because they hadn't complied with biometric authentication. In other words, digital IDs, based on your fingerprint or your eye, and that's out of 200 million accounts across of 70 million. So this is fascinating stuff because it is just being done. Because the internet is not free in Vietnam, there's not a lot of chatter about it within the country. There's a lot of chatter about it outside of the country, and I'm chatting about it here now with you, to an Irish audience largely. And it's quite extraordinary because what it's actually saying is that biometrics are needed for any transaction in excess of around 393. And I don't know if that's Vietnam dollars or whether it's actually dollars. But the point is that, I think another potential Hudson razor might be something along the lines that, like any time that that a government is suggesting to you that something that you already own as an asset or a service that you have a right to is no longer available unless you go through a digital ID process. I mean, that's alienating you from your service or your asset. That's the start of the control grid. The state.
You heard that? Good morning, nephew. You heard that? Let's go.
Guys, what the hell's happening in the UK? They're implementing digital ID, so you cannot work without digital ID. Not only that, but they also put in place a travel ban or a travel restriction where you cannot fly more than twice a year, guys. Twice a year. That means business or pleasure. Twice a year you cannot fly. If you do fly, they're going to impose a mandatory fine of, I think, $1,000. Not only that, the craziest part of all this, guys, is they're also implementing phone searches, phone checks. Your phone is no longer private out there. Your phone is going to be searched periodically. All your social media posts, all your photos, everything like that. It's crazy. They're even putting QR codes in the streets to make sure that you're complying with the checks. This is crazy, guys. If it's happening over there, you think it won't happen in the U.S.? Guys, what?
Huh?
If you know anybody from the UK, this is their warning. Send this to them. The same thing they did in Thailand and in Vietnam, they're going to do there. People are already reporting that it's very difficult to get your money out of the bank. There's people that are being proactive and understand, even though they're saying, no, that's not going to happen here. No, we're not going to do that. They said the same thing in Thailand and Vietnam. And then the next day they woke up and they couldn't access their money. And people right now are already saying, we can't even get our money out. It's coming. It's their playbook. Understand they have a game plan. It's an agenda. It's not going to stop. They've already started. They're going full steam ahead. And they will come for your money next. Diversify.
There are so many distractions, people. We need to pay attention to what really matters. The U.S. dollar is down 11% since the start of the year, and that is not good for American business. That is not good for the American consumer. Now, for a place like Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, where we're on the AED, the dirham, we're pegged to the dollar. So what you bought before, you can buy now. But everything else is at least 11% higher. That's not good. And those countries now get an 11% discount buying against the dollar, which is going to diminish us even more over
Hold on. You said you just came back from the pantry cleaning this bad? Huh? You hear that? You're not going to need gold and silver either. The Bible talks about, please, that's not what you need. You don't need gold and silver. You need the items. No, you don't need gold and silver. The Bible said they're going to be throwing gold and silver in the street, so why would you get it? Read your Bible now. You need bread. What good is gold and silver going to do when you ain't got no food? He said the gold and silver gonna be thrown in the streets. So don't do that. Absolutely don't do that. You need to go buy as much flour, sugar, oil, and everything. Yeah, but we still not buying gold and silver because it's gonna be useless. The Bible tells us so. If you're buying gold and silver and it ain't no food, what good is that gonna do? Even for a person that, I mean, what good is it gonna do you to have gold and silver and you ain't got no food? The Bible says those things will be thrown out into the street. You need to get food. He said it's gonna be days of darkness, all of that. But did we talk about it? Everything that they just said right now, did we talk about it 3 years ago? We ain't gonna be able to go into the store, right? So you ain't gonna have what you gonna do? It's gonna be useless. Now, crazy thing is this. Right after we started this, when I was telling people that people was gonna be their money was gonna be useless, right? You're welcome, Soaring Dove. Okay, just like those LV bags. Okay, so we already know we ain't gonna be able to go in the store, right? Okay, but think about this. Right after I was telling y'all that in February, March, whatever. Remember, it was like April when the people, or somewhere around there, when the people of Venezuela, they was just throwing their money out in the streets. Remember, their money didn't have no value. Remember, then it was somewhere in Africa. They was doing the same thing. Y'all remember? I just got my XI generator and solar panels. Why was I talking about that yesterday? I was literally talking about solar panels and generators yesterday. Y'all be all in my business every day, auntie. Nah, just was talking about that yesterday. Do you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. Listen. It's a real thing. Do you hear me? We connected. We are. Because y'all, you hear me? I think you need to get whatever you can get. If you got garden bags, get them. You're going to need everything. It's because a couple of my friends called me from Venezuela. You said, and from Mexico saying they are going digital. I was just talking about that yesterday. Mexico, the president. Y'all be in my. Can I have a conversation that y'all not in, please and thank you? Please. Can I have just one conversation that y'all are not privy to? Just talked about that too. Saying that the Mexican president said, listen, nephew, can I have my conversations back? What y'all got? Y'all ear hustling? Damn. Goodness gracious. I want my, listen, y'all don't have to be around me all the time. Y'all can be around sometime. It's okay. Goodness gracious. You said no. Okay. No, we're connected. Right. Nigga can't come on here. You said the nerve of you. You made us like this. Don't get nothing get past us now. I should have been worried. Right. I didn't think about that. I did not think that through. Listen. You said consider it great confirmation. Yes, definitely. You said y'all thoughts as well. You said you thought as well as to keep her head on the swivel and her eyes open. Listen, yes. Oh, I get you saying you taught us well to keep our head on the swivel, yeah, and our eyes open. I did. And that makes me happy because y'all said sorry. Right. Y'all miss nothing now. Nothing. Even with me, y'all don't miss nothing. You said we aren't CERCA bites for nothing. That part is, clock it, and is. You said we are in each other's houses every day. Every day. I didn't think that through, though. You guys are fast learners. It takes most people longer, right? It'd be 10 years, and they'd be like, I just got it. Right. Right, you did. Right. But y'all got it in no time, and that's amazing to me. Thank you. That's amazing to me. You hear me? It didn't take you out. You said clock the T. Come on, auntie. In real life. So, how does that make y'all feel listening to that? The power keeps going out here in Southeast North Carolina. Be careful out there, family. Listen. Eyes wide open, and so was our nose. That part. Listen. How does that thank you? How does that make you feel, right? To know that all these things are happening. And in our classes, people told us that we didn't need them. That we were over exaggerating. That none of this stuff was going to happen and it was going to be years until it happened in this 2025, and all of it is. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. Thank y'all. Huh? I'm excited and ready for Jesus Christ. Right, but we gotta get past the ugly part first, nephew. Extremely blessed. Okay. I'm you said I would rather listen and know. Listen. Hold on. I am getting crazy. Okay, this is a lot. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. I feel good. You said excited but scared. You said they gave me a whole bag of rotten fruit and veggies. I wish I seen it before I left. Wow. Excited but scared for my families who are still believing in the rapture. This part. Okay. Queen. Awesome time to be alive. Just seeing the Bible come to pass. It is. Can I ask you a question? Grateful that we are prepared and not scared. Question, ma'am. Where would I go to find out when hell was created? In Genesis. It's the abyss. Or a part of it. The snarling looks I got yesterday at Costco pushing my buggy with emergency food bucket supply. Girl, I know. The ones dear to his heart get the good out of the land. Come on and stay ahead of the rest. Come on, Mari. It do. And do. Listen. So did we talk about the vegetables being no good? Is this why we started dehydrating as many vegetables as we could and canning? Imagine being a character in a book and also having a book and watching it play out. This part, nephew. This part. You hear me? We did that. God told us start with the pastor said yesterday we want to go through that period. Won't have to. No, is it Shay Shay? Shay Shay, your pastor said yesterday that you're not gonna have to go through that period. So you ain't got to worry about it. Didn't I tell y'all they was setting y'all up for the? I told y'all. I told y'all. They ain't telling people to get no food, to get nothing. They're good. They're setting people up to take the mark because they're not gonna want you to stop sending money. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. They know that that's gonna be the only way they're gonna say, "Oh, God, gonna understand," and this, that, and the other. You gotta survive. God knows. Maybe they about to excuse the way them. I'm trying to tell y'all. I try to tell y'all. It's going on, and they still telling people what they not gonna have to worry about. Even though the food is going bad, it's too expensive. I bought buckets and filled them with beans and rice and flour. During the turn up night, had a good time too. Come on, Lanisha. Then we did have a good time, didn't we? Who else had a good time on Friday? I was supposed to come back, but I've been living my life outside of TikTok and it feels good. So sorry, y'all. I just took the weekend off. All right. I took the weekend off. Okay. But did y'all have a good time at the turn up? Baby, I did. I did. You had a good time? Yeah. Listen, you said if I have stuff in storage, it will be okay until I need it. I don't have space for it now. Yes, I was just telling somebody else about getting storage and putting stuff in there. Yeah, it sure will. Just make sure you got it in bins and stuff so mice and stuff can't get to it. Yeah, I was just talking about getting storage yesterday. Y'all gonna stay in my business? Yes, for Dean using her PTO. And have Mari. I got a lot stored up too. Just like those people were still attending church with the Mark in the Distant Thunder series. Yep. Somebody else said thief in the night over here. He said, don't apologize. You need your time. And do. Somebody else might tell you. Said what? Moving on. Okay. And did. And the next morning too. Come on. You said my pregnant self had a wonderful time, and yes, I was hurt the next day, but I had an amazing time and definitely needed it. You welcome. It's definitely too expensive. I be stressing trying to find some good cheap and good something good and cheap to eat. Niece, listen, this is the thing you said. I was at my daughter's birthday dinner and I was listening. Come on. This the thing. Now you see what Auntie learned. Remember I told you when I was married and before, I learned how to, because if you're not buying prepackaged food, you can do a lot more. You can make your money stretch. Remember I told you I quit buying all the snacks and cakes and pies, and I started buying cocoa powder, flour, sugar, whatever to make snacks and bread, because now my money gonna stretch, because I got all the ingredients so I can make as much of it as I want, because when you're buying pre-processed foods and stuff like that, it don't go far, and it ain't no real nutrients in it, so you're gonna be hungry. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, like, my cornbread, I started going and buying big bags of cornmeal, getting my baking powder or baking soda and my oil, so now I can make as much cornbread as I want instead of spending however many dollars on getting a whole box of Jiffy. I'll just make it, and now my money, and I can put it in my little blender thing and make my fish seasoning. You see what I'm saying? I make my own pancake mix. Confirmation, I'm baking cookies today, but for real, yeah. I would buy big bags of chocolate chips. I still got them. Big bags of chocolate chips. Yeah. So especially when I have my kids, it's just me now. Hey T. But when I was here by myself, now that I'm here, but I still have all those things. So if I want to make it, I can. If it ain't none in the store, I can still do it. You know what I'm saying? And that will save you money. You said ears are open. I got 25 calls ever since you've been on. Interesting. It's at Cube Smart Storage. I live in an apartment. I wish I had a house. Me too, Pumpkin. I'm in an apartment as well. I already know. And it'd be other stuff I wanted to get, but I can't because I don't got no space. And then because of the WOIUers, I really don't have no space. So, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know. 100%. You said, thank you. You said, I found out you can make butter with coconut oil, olive oil, and sea salt. Thank you. Oh, that's a good thing to know, Dorian. You can make butter out of coconut oil, olive oil, and sea salt. Ooh. Listen, I already know more than you know, honey. Definitely need some space, okay? Nigga cannot move around in here. I told y'all I want me to be a hoarder. So when Mr. CERCA come, y'all want him to want me. Ah! I told y'all I know what y'all was doing. Y'all was trying to, you see? Y'all want to hear no walk in here and be like, I'm about to go out. Yeah. I've been trying to avoid it. Yep. You said, yep, that's vegan butter. Interesting. I learned something new today. Yeah. Y'all thought y'all was slick. So y'all can have me out to y'allself. No. You said, yes, my new place has a garage and I'm so excited. Ooh, I can't wait, girl. So you gonna be in my conversation too? I was just talking about hanging all my tools up in the garage, getting my racks and stuff. Girl, listen. I can't have not a damn conversation without y'all. Here I am thinking I'm doing something, and y'all all in my conversations. Thank you. Can I have them back? Just put them in the here. Because I want my stuff back. I ain't fooling with y'all. Here. Just put them in here with the apples and stuff. Put them in there. Put all my conversations back. Here. Put them in there. Put your hands up. Come on. Let them go. Put them in there. Give me my stuff back. Thank you. Put all my conversations right back here. Put them in the basket. Thank you. You said thank you, Dad, for letting us know what CERCA be doing. Right. All in my business. Thank you. Can I have my business back? You can put it right here in this basket. Thank you. You said, ain't we? Listen. Yes, we should be. You said, hides our season passes. Right. No, ma'am, because you always in our conversations, house and mine. Listen. This how y'all be feeling? You said, no, ma'am, you do us the same way. So this how y'all be feeling? This how y'all be feeling then? Okay. You said, well, if the grid goes down, we can telepath talk through CERCA. I'm guessing through the Lord, honey, through the Holy Spirit. Because see, this how y'all be ear hustling, and I guess I'll be a fly on y'all walls. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Be on the wall. You said you be on the wall in my house and do. What is they doing over here? Let me go over here and see what they doing. Let me go see. I ain't see. I ain't seen you in class in a minute. What are you doing? Hilarious. Well, guess what? I'm excited. You know why? Because we are connected. You said, how does it feel? Not good. I don't like it. So now I know why y'all be having an attitude, rolling y'all eyes and stuff. Like you said, girl, please. Not only do you be on my wall, you be in my dreams. That be cracking me up when y'all say that. Especially when y'all tell me y'all be telling y'all what to do in y'all dreams. That's why I told y'all I'm even working while I sleep. And that's been before I met y'all. People used to be like, I dreamed about you last night. I was telling you what to do. Yeah, you was telling me what to do. Right. I'm working while I'm asleep. You said don't be the fly. I be busting Phil. Listen here. You said for such a time as this, CERCA is better. Is it better to buy a home or land? I would do land and get you something to put on it. Something portable. And you'll need a whole bunch necessarily. But you want to be out of the city if you can, or out of the state. If you have the means to do it, I would be trying to get into the country again in my business. Because you want a natural fortress, right? Because you'll learn the landscape. You can put traps out if you need to. Yeah. Yeah. You know your land. You know what I mean? If you can afford to get a horse, right? If you can afford that. Now, I know everybody's situation ain't the same because I understand more than you know. But if you are able to, you see what I'm saying? Because all of these beautiful things that we have, they not going to help us in this time. So you say, I hear your voice when I buy stuff. That make me happy. You said, I have maps of landscape and mountains. Come on, Didi. Come on. CERCA, go shopping with me. Don't buy that. Buy this. Hilarious! And I do be telling people that. I really do be with y'all. Because I will, you don't need that. Put that back. There goes some better over there. And it's less, and it's better deal. Get that. That's funny. You said we are building a compound. Just got land in Texas. Come on, Auntie K. Oh, God. Thank you for sending mine. You said yes, rural or mountain land with or near water source and a hot tent and a wood stove. I'm trying to tell you, y'all all in my business. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dreams. I had a dream of you yesterday, sis. You were a superhero. You said, "Don't worry, I got you." And it was battling going on. I believe it. I speak on that all the time about land. Those are my dreams. I'm trying to tell you mine too. Saw our friends land yesterday. Y'all in my business. Listen. He said, do be hearing valuable versus expensive. Yeah, 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 and do. Valuable versus expensive, and do. Listen, it's the truth. It's the truth. It is the truth. Thank you. It is the truth. You said you do be right on my heel saying, nope, not this one, that one, and do. Right on with my lips on your ear. Don't buy that. I said don't get that. And then I'm just gonna walk away. And go look at something else. Be pointing you over there like go over there and look at that one. I can hear you. Listen. It's confirmation I wanted a house, but God kept saying buy the land, right? Because once you buy the land, I remember I told you, if you buy the land, you can get a mobile home, like the manufactured home, put on it for zero down or very little down. Right? You hear me? You can go get an RV and be cool. It's a lot of stuff you can do. You can then, like, if you meet people, say, hey, I will rent out this part of my land to you for you to stay during these times. Like, it's a lot that you'll be able to do with that instead of having this big old house, but you ain't got no, and you right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no protection. You can see somebody coming up your road. You can see the dust flying. You can see, you know what I'm saying, and stuff you can see. You can have monitors and whatever else. So, yeah. You said I was about to throw something away the other day, and I heard you say, Queen, don't you throw that away. I rolled my eyes and threw it in the dehydrator. Girl, don't you throw it away. You can use that. Ball it and put it up. Sometimes you can't. You can get a cheap fixer-up or mobile home. Yeah. CERCA, the kids finally got to see the things I bought, and they like, Mom, why this? You said, I said, when the time comes, you'll see that it's going to be a necessity. Yes, it is. You can buy a shed and monthly payments and turn it into a tiny house. Yeah. I was looking at barn dominiums just the other day, like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. It was. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can find a property that already has something that's a makeshift house on it that's livable to where you can get what you want after that. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Look at us all in the same mindset though. Whether it be getting a garage, moving into a space that's gonna look at us being our wives and stuff. Not buying stuff because it's expensive, buying it because it's valuable, because we like it, or that it's gonna be useful. Look at, I'm so proud of y'all. Here. Mwah. Mwah. Yeah. Yeah, that's my babies. Look at my babies. You said we bought a 14 by 30 shed with 3 lofts for 11K. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. Listen, that's my kind of living right there. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, that is my kind of living. I'm trying to tell you. Look, was just looking at some. Listen, y'all, all in my business. My brother finally started listening. He bought some land. I sent him a portable house, potbelly stove, a portable house, auntie, a potbelly toilet with a closure and foldable furniture. I'm so happy he's believing me too. Where do you get a portable house? Oh, what is that? Like a tent? What the heck is a portable house? And tell me about it. You said that's what we did. We bought Gigi our trailer for 800 and fixed it up. We don't have any house payments. This. I just want to pay the taxes on it and be done with it. Listen. Yes, ma'am. Mortgage free would be nice. I'm trying to tell you. Fixing it up ourselves. The kids can sleep in the loft if necessary. Yeah. It's like a mobile home. Got it. You said I just looked at land with a fixer-upper on it. I went to court to the courthouse to get the tax property. So you done went to the county tax assessor. Listen, y'all all in my business. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all all in my business. You said my family was thinking about getting one from Home Depot and stretching and building onto it. Right. It's a tent for 10 people shaped like a house. Walmart. Really? Look at us. High five. You said put some beehives on the property and you won't have to pay tax. Put some beehives on the property and you don't have to pay taxes. When I tell you this is the smartest damn class on the internet, listen, get you some bees. Who would have known it? I didn't know that. So if you have beehives on your property, you don't got to pay taxes? Interesting. And I like honey. My brother just bought some land in Cali. He's going to put an RV on a lot until they get done fixing up their portable house. He said $3,500 was too much a month for his blood. I'm trying to tell you. I just want to be free. Let me learn how to get these bees together. I'm trying to tell you. Beehives are on property, no taxes. Got it. I'm trying to tell you. And a cow also, you won't have to pay taxes either. Bury a loved one on the property, no taxes. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got a yard full of bees and spiders. The city of Chicago ain't going. This part, auntie. This part. You said, let me tell my neighbor that right now. We're just talking about getting bees so we can do honey. Right. Because you'll be considered a farm. He said that's why everyone in Texas got a horse in their front yard. My cousin got a horse too. Let me get my EpiPen so I can get me some. This part. I live in an RV looking for land. Come on. Check with the county you live in for animal numbers for tax purposes. Listen to my freaking class. Look at my students. Say y'all so smart. And you want to exclude people when there's all of this knowledge just sitting right in front of your face that you didn't have to go to school or pay money to get? Crazy. Off-grid solar panels with battery for a small home is a little over 10K last I checked. Interesting. Look at my family. You said right, and you don't have to worry about going to get honey because you have your own. This part. Yes, Kayla. And you see why we got the best class? Listen, you said, and land is stupid cheap in Mississippi. Interesting. I love us. Do you know that? I absolutely do love us. Agriculture tax break. Okay. Listen, I absolutely love us. I want y'all to know that. I really do. I love us. I love us as a group. I do. And I'm grateful God put us all together because there's so much knowledge mixed up in here. It's crazy. You said some house insurance will work a deal with you if you have solar panels, right? I love us too. You do, Queen. And Mississippi is income tax free now. Interesting. I see. I see what you're doing here. 11K included delivery, setup, a radiant barrier, and moving through the windows to where I wanted. Moving the windows. Really interesting. Right, Auntie Lady. Every time we come up, every day we learn something here, and it's not just one thing. Every single day we learn something. Like Tennessee, Texas, and Florida. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I bet y'all got $10,000 worth of stuff in there somewhere you could get rid of. Ugh! I'm currently looking for a truck to convert into a tiny mobile home. Auntie, so you're just gonna be in my business? I was talking about a bush yesterday. We can't, baby. Can't nobody tell me we not family. How the hell are we all on the same wavelength? I ain't talked to y'all since Friday. And we all on the same wavelength at the exact same time. Just thinking about this is. Listen, sometimes you don't have to buy bees. We have a hive show up in our backyard. We weren't ready. Interesting. I learned about caltrops today. What's that? I don't even know what that is. Now I'm gonna have to go look it up. My son is 20. He took his leftover grant money from school and bought a wood house for $400 in a trailer and some land. Listen, I'm sick of right. Right. He said I was just looking at a used conversion van. Thought it had everything in it. I'm excited about this. Y'all making my armpits sweat. Y'all making my arm. Great minds do think alike. They do. And my daughter says great minds think alika. Because you know that's how her name is spelled. Alike. So she says great minds think alika. I said, stop it. Petty chat. Google it, CERCA. It's a good idea. Okay. Hold on. That's what she says. Right? Great minds think alika. Girl, get out of here. She do. That's exactly what she's saying. Which is crazy. I should say great minds think alike. She said no. Great minds think alika. Get y'all cousin. Get your niece. You hear me? That's what she said. So she's always gonna be here. That's who just called me right now. You can buy old school buses and turn them into RVs, even if it's a short bus. Yes, I know. Information, and more information. Always, all the time. God is good. He is. And when you want to know, God will send the answers. It's when you don't care to know that, what is he sending them for? You ain't gonna listen anyway. Right? But when you want to know, God will send you the answers that you need to be able to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. Like that's what he does. You see? And a lot of people don't believe that. They be like, oh, I wish I knew. You don't ask the right questions. You're asking from with the wrong intentions. And so then why would he send you the information? Because you're 9 times out of 10, thank you, you're gonna abuse the information that you're getting, right? You're not gonna do right by it. So what's the use of sending it to you? You know? I'll be right back, y'all. I really need to make me some coffee. Give me a second. But now that I can give y'all some time to go look up whatever you need, whatever you heard about. Go look in your state, see what's up with it real quick. Okay. All right. I'm excited, y'all. See what happens when you're not scared to share information? You get to help a lot of people. Buy land near a freshwater source is top priority, but don't buy in a flood zone or near a military base. Oh, yes, I know. My daddy told me you want to always buy land with a water source on it because it'll bring the animals to you. So if you need to hunt for food, they're going to come to the river or the lake or the stream or whatever, and that's an easy way for you to find your animals. He told me that back in COVID days. Check FEMA zones for flooding and wildfires. Yes, thank you. I just found 2.87 acres for $695. It's a tax delinquent property. There you go. See? Look at God. You see it? Yeah, my daddy's a hunter. He used to hunt and stuff. Thank you. He used to hunt. My daddy hunt and like all of that. Yes, you see, and we be thinking it's something difficult, and it be something right around us in a space. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Your dad too? Yeah, yeah. He definitely. I need some. Let me go get some water, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Get my wife today. All right. This makes me happy. Some y'all didn't unlock some people's dreams today. You hear me? Cause baby, he said, how do you handle folks that want their property but couldn't afford it? Could you rent it out? Huh? I mean, yeah, you can rent it out. Space. You ain't got to rent the whole thing. Cause you gotta think, people live in RVs, they be wanting a little yard that they own. Yeah. $300-400 a month extra money. I mean, to help pay your mortgage on your land. You did. Yeah. Honey. Especially if it's in an area like off away from you, depending on how much you got. Let me get some acres, baby. I sure will lease out space. A quarter of an acre to you, a quarter of an acre to you, an eighth of an acre to you, it will. And I'm gonna need my money on the first now. I need my money. But yeah. Honey, sure will. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Because you got to think a lot of people are living in mobile homes and things like that now, right? And so they don't be wanting to park in parking lots and stuff. So if you're listed online as a place, not necessarily RV park, but a camping space where you can bring it, like the place we went to in Tennessee, you could either camp in a tent, you could camp in your RV, or you could get a cabin, right? It would, just know if I came into any money, all of us would be taken care of. That part, you already know, girl. I be asking God to hit the lot so I can buy 5 big spaces. I've been asking. I don't know what he's doing. He's taking his sweet time, but I'm like, can you just give me $900 million? That's more than enough. I could buy 10 places so you could just get to the WOIU campsite close to you. And have been thinking. I showed y'all the plans for it. I got the little thing. He told me how big the stuff need to be and everything. Like, where's the money? What are you doing, Dad? I need to take care of these people and make sure they got a place because it's going to be hard to try. Oh, y'all see what that man said? Girl, don't think I ain't been trying. I talked to him about it a lot. Because I want y'all to be okay. And I want us to be able to be with some like-minded folks. Thank you. Thank you. He said, I've been saying that 400 mega million. Listen, where's the money, Dad? Because we don't want it to stay rich. We want it to get what we need, and then we don't care about it after that. You see what I'm saying? We just need it for our land and stuff that we want to buy. Like all our solar panels and all of that. We don't need it after that because we ain't going to be able to use it. You said God is weeding out the troublemakers. I believe I heard that. Let your request be made known. Listen, I've been since we started this. And sometimes I wish that when you all were talking about it, when we still had a lot of people in the community, that we would have done it, but a lot of those people could have caused trouble for us because they put in on it or whatever, and that's the only reason I didn't. Because then they would feel like because they put in on it, they can still come, even though we know they're not a part of us. So, it's coming. They just in the spiritual realm. I believe it. I believe that. I really do. I was just about to say that we gotta weed out some people before he give it to us. Yes. 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 Because some folks that's still in here ain't our people. They just here. And like I said, if you'll start trouble when stuff is good, if you'll get the backbiting, you'll do that in our camp. If you'll go to people, and it has been people that have went to people and talked about me, and people came back and told me about it. You said, we're all going to ask Dad for your blessing. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. But it's for us. I ain't even asking for me. I've been asking for the money so so we can have 10 or 12 spaces. So whatever's closest to you, you can go there. It's only going to be us there. Ain't going to be nobody else. You see what I'm saying? It's only going to be us, WOIU there. You hear me? You said, I know 88 acres for sale with a lake, creek, timber, silver, several pastures, and 2 houses and a barn for sale for under $500K in Alabama. Dang. That's a lot of money, Auntie. I got about $2. Ah! I know it's for us, so we're going to ask. Yes. Because I'm thinking, I don't want one big space, because if they're going to be restricting travel, we need to have a place that no more than 4 hours. If they do let you out or you can go, that's what I'm thinking. No more than 4 to 6 hours. That's a tank of gas, because we might not get no more. You hear me? But that's what I was thinking. Several places, but it's only going to be us on that land. So, when you get there, pretty much everybody got most of what they need. Even if they don't have all of it, they're not coming empty-handed. Because we can put all the stoves in one place or whatever we're going to do and have a makeshift kitchen where everybody cooking for everybody and all of that. Like it you know what I'm saying? We coming with tents. We coming with, water filtration, all of those things. 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Daughter of the Most High, I don't think you heard me. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I said 4 to 6. That's what I meant. Because some people can travel 4 hours and not even be out of their state, depending on the state that you live in. So 4 to 6 hours is good. That's a tank of gas most times. Because you got to think, things are going to be crazy. We would have to have too many spaces to be able to get people 2 hours from where they was at. 4 to 6. Okay, yeah. You all right. I'm building a house on Minecraft right now. How many rooms we need? That part, nephew, 1,652. Ah! We need 1,652 rooms. Put it out in the atmosphere for us. You hear what I'm saying? You hear me? A barn dominium, right? We need about 1,000 rooms, nephew. No, I'm just playing. I almost listen. We gotta see it so God can do it. See it in your mind and be realistic. Go do the research, and then he can. Nephew, Mikhaili, he said, yeah, I'm building a house on Roblox, or whatever it is, and what we need. Come on, build it in there so God can put it in real time for us. You said in Texas, 4 hours leads to many other cities. Exactly. And it's a lot of us, and we're not all in the same place. Some of us ain't even in the same country, so, got me scrolling through Amazon for tiny houses. Laugh out loud while listening to class. I'm trying to tell you, I do it all the time. I'll be looking at the mud houses. I done figured out I can make me a stick mud house. I mean, I don't want to be down in the ground, but hey, I done looked at the houses that they dig under the trees, in the trees. Baby, I done looked at everything. Plant plenty of fruit trees and build a big bunker, right? Yeah, well, a lot of people don't got that kind of money, Auntie. We got to be realistic, right? So we got to do because the world finances is tight for everybody. So everybody, they don't got the credit, or they don't have the collateral. It's all kind of things. So doing something that is doable. And you got to think, we're going to be living a minimalistic life at that time. So I've been watching people dig houses under a tree, all in my business yet again. Girl, yeah. Because I know, listen, I told y'all when I lived here the first time, my next door neighbor, he walked to Montana. and walked back. I think it took him like 9 months. He walked, didn't hitchhike. He stayed, and he's the one that told me when you dig under the trees, it's warm in there. And he said a lot of people think it's a whole bunch of bugs, but if you dig far enough down in there, it's not. Right? And he said that's how he stayed warm when he was walking. He would dig a hole, thank you, down in the base of the tree. And sometimes there's water, like you can find certain roots that are dripping water and it's being filtered through the roots. Like I learned a lot from that little white guy. He was young. He just took out one day and started walking. I said, you walked to Montana. He said, I walked to Montana and walked back. It took him 9 months. No joke. This was in 2009 or 10. And I asked his mom. She said he did. He walked. He wanted to know. He was like, I want to know how long it'll take me to walk. And he walked to Montana. He did. The Asians have a lot of good tutorials on how to build homes with materials from the ground. I'm trying to tell. Oh, Minecraft. That's what it was. I be looking at mud houses. Yeah. They just be doing stuff, but sometimes they be on the stuff. But they do just be doing stuff. But yeah, they do be on the stuff. Nephew, you said they do. They do. They do. But guess what? It's good to know. It's good to know. You know? And that's why I say I don't care about talking to I like talking to people. I like talking to people because you can learn so much without you having to even do the research. God will send you information. Now y'all see why I got journals full? Because if I ask the question in my mind, God gonna send me the answer. And back in the day, now I haven't had time to do it now, but when God sent me information, I wrote it down. Because all the information that you get is not just for you. Hello. Thank you. All the information that you get is not just for you. You could be getting information. So when you don't write it down, you said, I love talking to people, learning something from everyone I talk to. Yeah. Yeah. What you said, Nisi Poo? You said right. They can build a house from dirt and bamboo. I'm trying to tell you, sticks and all kind of stuff, grass, and them houses still be around. And then they put the mouse on the top, baby. Yes, I didn't watch them a million times because I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna need some heat. I'm gonna need a little bed or something, baby. I be watching how they take the sticks and wrap the stuff around, get the form, then they start putting stuff on the they start putting stuff on the mud, and then they mix the mud and the grass and the hay and stuff, all of that, and make a putty, and then they let it dry, then they go in there and start. I'm trying to tell you, yeah. I mean, because we don't know how we're gonna have to live. We don't know what we're gonna have to do in this next 3 years. We have no idea. So you are doing yourself a disservice not learning something to where if we do got to go out, you know what I mean? Because the tents ain't going to get rid of all the elements. You know what I mean? I know that's right. Yeah. That's why we got trenching tools. Who remembers me talking to y'all about me telling my son to get a life jacket for Arizona? And everybody know Arizona is the desert. You know my mom, I talked to her the other day, and she said that Globe, Arizona is flooded, and that same kind of thing in Texas where people was washed away and they looking for people. 80 miles from where my son at, they was flooded out in the desert. And everybody, he was like, Mom. I said, I know, but God keep telling me a flood is coming there, and it did. Not specifically to where he was, but just 80 miles away. It flooded in Arizona this weekend. I know. My mama told me. She called me. You saw it? And didn't I tell you I kept saying, God kept showing me water now. The precursor was my son being in the thing. But I kept telling him for over 2 months, you need to get a life jacket and keep it in your car. Yeah. And my mom said people got swept away in their cars. I said, I've been telling your grandson to get a life jacket. I said, you need one too. Okay. It's the desert. Shouldn't be no floods. But it was, just like in Texas. Just like in, what's the name? You said, yep, where the ground is dry, too much rain will make it flood because the ground can't absorb it. And they just got drains in the streets. Girl, 2 inches of water and folks was wading through, cars stalling out and everything. And that's why I told him, hurry up. They still looking at me seriously. You bought life jackets and ears, and I still ain't got mine. I'm going to get it, though. I'm gonna get it today. You can still buy them seeds and fruit producing plants. I don't know why you can't, right? Just like in Vegas, exactly, sis. I found some bamboo nearby. I already scoped out how I'm adding it to my tent. Come on, look at my family. Excuse me. It's raining a lot here in Florida. I'm surrounded by lakes. They're at all at maximum levels, about to flood over. No way. See, and we got our floaty boats. They on clearance at Walmart, Auntie. I thought we was boycotting Walmart, so we not. I'll be going there today. See what I can find. I'll be going there today. Then. Okay. Well, I'm going to go on and go then. I thought we was boycotting. That's why I ain't been. So we not. We only boycotting some of the stuff. But what we need, we can get it. Is that if it's on clearance, we can go get it then? Because it's going to have to be on clearance. Because it's going to have to be. Oh, okay. You said, and we are, but I'm going to get what I need for cheap. This part. So that's what I be thinking. Okay. My Walmart don't have any every time I go look, and they don't have any. I'm sorry. He said, okay. Okay. Yes, I bought 4 for $15 yesterday. Really? Interesting. Places is flooding. While we are having a drought here in Michigan, this part. Like here in North Carolina, 16 to 20 minutes was flooded away from me. Ooh. See? 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 CERCA, I think I have an extra one. They may fit you. Don't worry about it, Auntie. I'm going to go get one. But see, when I tried to buy mine, it was when like the North Carolina stuff was going on, right? And then it was the Texas flood, and it seemed like every time I went to go buy it, then it was a flood. So then they was sold out or whatever. But I'm gonna go look. I am. It's frozen. We frozen over here. Okay. Look at us. Who's proud of us? And you don't care if people call you a conspiracy theorist or whatever, because you know you're not. You just know you know, and most people are willing to be blind. But are you proud of us? You should be very proud of yourself. And thankful to God, I have my boat, though, need the vest. That's my thing. I got my floaty, but I don't got no vest. And no, my tail can't swim, honey. Yeah, I can swim enough to get me out the water, but let the current hit, I'm done. Yeah, I don't do that kind of swimming. You see? Thank you. You see? You said I'm proud of us, and I love each and every one of y'all. For real, Queen. You hear me? See what twos and fews do? Y'all was all stressed out. I said, God gonna give us time because you want to do it. So he's gonna allow you to do it. He's gonna give you time. He's gonna give you the finances. He's gonna do it. You just have to believe it. And look. All the Walmart's water accessories are on clearance because of the end of the season. Got it. Yeah, you said I'm not the opposite. I have my life jackets, but no floaty. Interesting. So we all got one of the other. At least if we knew we was together, we'd have everything. Do you see why I said everybody just get it, and then if God allow us to be, when we get together, then we'll figure out who ain't got what, and we just work with that. You see what I mean? But if everybody got it, then we already in you said there's a black company called Good Food. It's in a can and they are safe to eat. Interesting. Thank you. I seen that. I seen that. Good, not that, but I seen the Good Food company that it was owned by a black dude or black family or whatever. I think that was a couple years ago. So listen, Mr. Gary, thank you. Y'all heard that? There's a black company called Good Food, and it's in a can, and they're safe to eat. So here we go. They have a lot of camping things on sale at Walmart, which is why we need to be getting it. Because as y'all can see, stuff that ain't supposed to happen in places is. You said right. I ain't been in Walmart. Me either. Thank you, Titi Sandra. Did you see the floaties where you were there? This part. Okay. You said I'm going in that part. Cause I ain't been going because I thought we was boycotting. But yeah, I'm a clearance person, so I'm definitely gonna go in there. Yes, especially if it's on clearance. That's my favorite. I don't want to do all that. Okay, well, Good food is they bomb, auntie. See, I never had them before. Baby, I've been looking at the canned bacon. It's expensive. Y'all synced it? Because I'm like, well, I'm going to feel like Will Smith, I'm going to need some bacon at the end of the world, right? And I went and looked it up. I said, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I'm going to learn how to can some bacon, baby. Thank you. I'm about to learn. Yeah, I'm about to learn how to can some bacon because I need that at the end times so I can make it with my powdered eggs. $32 a can. Yeah, it sure is. I thought I was going to go get me a case of it. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Dehydrate the bacon instead. But it looks so nice in the can. How do dehydrated bacon look? Because it came out ready to be fried. You didn't have to add no water to it or nothing. It's just heated up. That's what I was thinking. You said Alaska Prepper has a great video on canning bacon. I did it. Okay, so look at our family. Oh, so y'all be doing it and don't be telling me about it. What? Y'all always in my business, but y'all be doing stuff and y'all don't never tell me about it until after. Oh, yeah, I already did that. Okay. Got it. I see. Share and tell me nothing. You just... What? I'm gonna try to smoke pork belly this weekend. Milk. Nah. Did. The hell? I'm telling y'all the world ended and y'all going and making my favorite thing and don't tell me you gotta have nothing for the end of the world. Let's see what's going on here. Y'all better quit holding out. Hell. You said, wait, let me duck. Right. This what we doing over here? I didn't see. You said y'all got me popped and I ain't say nothing right, nephew. Not that y'all holding out. Y'all know I like bacon. It's my favorite food, just about. You said I bought some bacon jerky. It's good. Okay. Yeah, because my underarms, this is flashbacks from childhood kitchen moments. Auntie, you hear me? I got y'all making my armpits sweaty, holding out like that. Listen, the heck? Auntie, don't hold out on me no more. Turkey bacon. I'm guessing you can get, if you want to eat leather at the end of the world, that's fine. Just get a Louis Vuitton belt. It's the same thing as turkey bacon. Just go buy some leather and soak it in some water. It's the same thing. Still over here laughing. Auntie! Listen. I mean, just go get you a leather belt and slice it real thin. It's the same thing. I used to eat turkey bacon, and you said the scream I just scrumped. Auntie, I'm trying to tell you, I used to eat turkey bacon. You can't cook it. You better just have a skillet on low and heat it up. Because other than that, you eating a belt. Or a strap from, like, the old man, like, suspenders. It'd be hard. Listen. Wait. Right. But I used to eat turkey bacon. And then I just went back. I said, this just doesn't look right. I can't. I ate it for years. You said put the turkey bacon in the air fryer. It still be looking like a belt. Y'all not gonna act like you don't. I used to eat it. I didn't, for a long time, my kids didn't eat no bacon. I bought that. And then I said, I'm not about to keep doing this. I'm about to go get me some pork. Moving on. A tasty belt. Right. Mm-mm. Yeah. You said when you said that my little two great. You said when you said that my little two my grandbaby who's two started laughing. Yeah, yeah. Go. I'm just saying. Well, y'all can eat beef bacon. Y'all can eat turkey bacon. You can eat carrot bacon. You can eat turnip bacon. You can eat whatever you want. I'm going to get me a hog. That's what I want. That's the kind of grease I want in the bottom of my pan, so I can scoop it out and put it in my little bacon grease thing. You do what you want. I'm not eating it. I'm gonna eat what I like. I'm gonna go get me a hog, and so it can smell in my house. Just do what you like. If you want to eat carrots and pretend it's bacon, you said my favorite is daikon root bacon. See, see, turkey sausage I can do it, but turkey bacon, nah. Listen, everybody eat what they want to. It's the end of the world. Now, when we get in heaven, it's gonna be stuff we ain't never seen before. But here, do what you want. I'm gonna get me a hog. Oh, that just made the hair on my body stand up. Just think about it. Yeah. Listen, that make because I like bacon grease. I just like to lick it sometimes. You know. You said I'm laying down because you listen. I have 5 jars of bacon grease. It's the best to cook with. It sure is. It's good to make your eggs in too. If you know what you're doing, it make your eggs real creamy. I just talked about that yesterday. I'm putting my stuff on inside out. We ain't been able to get to not damn class. Yeah. We ain't been able to get to it. Maybe this a juicy ham hock. Ooh, I like ham hocks, but I don't like the skin or the fat. I really just want that fat part to be on the thing, and then the meat closest. My grandma used to chew on that fat. I can't, and my mama too. I can't eat the jelly in the middle. I just want that, that little round piece that be at the top right there. I want that, and it go down in a triangle like that. My mama used to be so mad she'll put a ham hock on my plate. I didn't peel all of that off. And all I'm eating is the meat. That fat, that skin, it gotta go. Now, if you're gonna fry that skin and make a pork rind out of it, okay. But I just want that fat part that be at the top. It'd be like, you know what I'm talking about on the ham hock? How it be that part at that? I'm gonna eat all that. The rest of that, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Count me out. Count me out. You said I will be right back. I'm going to my backyard to find me a. That's what I used to do. Hey, Mexico, come on. I don't want no parts of that. You said canning beans and turkey neck sounds like a good plan. It do. It do. I'm so proud of y'all. Excuse me for being ignorant, but I didn't know that people actually ate a ham hock as meat, as a dish. I thought it was, girl, yeah. Baby, I used to boil me a big old, I go to the store, especially when I lived in Arizona, because they be selling them. They ain't got a lot of meat on them, but I didn't care because I want that taste. So I'm going to strip all that off and leave all of that. You said he throws down on him. I'm trying to tell you, girl, make you some smoked green, like some green beans and some. I do the same thing with turkey necks. I'll boil some smoked turkey necks in a minute, baby. Make me some mashed potatoes, some Brussels sprouts, and baby, listen, and make me a gravy out of. What you done said? Yeah. Yeah. I like smoked meat. That's why I got a smoker outside, because I like smoked meat. He said, okay, at the commune kitchen, and we're going to have a dietary board to assure that everybody eats. Listen. That's that was some rice, girl, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like food. Y'all know I like food, so I don't want no lima beans, though. And I don't want no tapioca pudding. And no soggy bread. Okay? Not eat no pig feet. Or no pig ears or no pig tail. But other than that, I pretty much am okay with most of the meat. You hear me? Princess Vanna, do I know you? Do I know you outside of here? I've been wanting to ask you that. Or have you only just come to the community? Do I know you outside of this place? Or did you meet me on TikTok? I've been wanting to ask, but I figured I'd do it now before I forget. Hmm. Did you just meet me on TikTok? I agree with you. All of that is a texture thing. Where am I located at? Oh no, I don't tell people that kind of information, Mr. Howard. This is the internet, honey. That's like telling somebody your social security number. I'm in the Midwest though. Hello. Mm. Yep, turkey leg with some greens. Ooh, baked macaroni and cheese. Mm-hmm. That's that. I'm about to eat and go lay down food. I agree with you. It's all about texture. Yeah, I can't eat certain stuff. No, I don't want it. You said the hello made me scream. Listen, huh? Do I? Do I know you from somewhere else? Oh, okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. My husband will boil 4 to 6 at a time and eat them. I'm still. Listen, yeah, that's what I used to do. I just boil them. I just want to make sure. That's all. Hey, Natalie. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna read something we already read before, but I think it's relevant, and it's not about the end of the world. Kind of a good story. So I'm gonna go get my meds, and I'll be right back. I forgot to take them. You're gonna need to be on Bible Gateway today. Oh, oh, hold on. What about this? Hold on.
Lines with me. Putin ally fires nuclear warning at Trump's United States, and we're hearing that. Yeah, you think it's an accident?
We'll get to all that.
Interesting. No longer can we.
Now she taking my word, girl. Moving on. I hear a lot of people saying interesting.
Interesting. No longer can we access the Bible online through the Bible Gateway. Why? Why? Bible Gateway is an online subscription that gives access to the Bible for Bible studies, for preaching, resources, etc. All of a sudden, finished. Is no longer. In the UK and EU, no one can now access it. Very suspicious that. Are they trying to stop us Bible studies? Why? What? They're saying it's due to the Online Safety Act. Well, what's not safe about the Bible? That's not that. Possibly technical issues.
Did we talk about it? You said my son started saying interesting. He's 10. I thought about you when he said it. Everybody be saying it. Listen. Shout out to nephew Mari. Thanks for the solar EcoFlow power supply. Found one for under 249 with solar power. Interesting. Huh? We talk about that? We talked about them taking Bible Gateway. We talked about them taking all access to the Bible. So you need to have it. We talked about having the books because they're going to shut the internet off, right? We talked about it. And look, it's 3 years later, y'all. What do we use every day here? Just about. Y'all think it's a coincidence? It's a whole bunch of different. Matter of fact, we've got to go to Bible Gateway right now. So that means that there's somebody in the UK, and we got people in the UK, like Miss Cindy and a couple other people, okay, that can't go to Bible Gateway with us anymore. Okay? You hear me? Y'all don't think that's crazy? Something we use pretty much every day here. In one way or another, We use Bible Gateway. And now, people that are in our class that are in the UK have no access, hey sis, have no access to Bible Gateway. Y'all don't think that's interesting? And we talked about it so much. We did, Janae. We did. Do you see how important it is to not delay when God tells you to do something? Who can see that now? Yes, sis. Right? Not delaying.
Belong to the great Democratic Republic of Kyrgyzstan's communist
Hold on. I need y'all to look at this and tell me what you see.
United Kingdom and Great Britain. Where say we can't drive down the main road and fucking dance and can't get our fucking groceries delivered, can't park our car in half of our fucking houses. That's your council tax hard at work, boys and girls. Welcome to the great Democratic Republic of Kyrgyzstan's communist United Kingdom and Great Britain. Where say we can't drive down the main road and fucking dance and can't get our fucking groceries delivered, can't park our car in. Welcome to the great Democratic Republic of Kyrgyzstan's communist United Kingdom and Great Britain. Where say we can't drive down the main road and fucking dance and can't get our fucking groceries delivered, can't park our car in half of our fucking houses.
And y'all see they got them things. You're going to have to be able to scan to go through there. You seen it? It's not enough for cars to park through. It's enough for you to cycle or walk through. In the middle, where are you going? So I live in Cleveland, and last night I seen that they are sending the National Guard here to get control. It is, nephew. There are definitely distractions everywhere, so they can be doing things behind the scenes. We talked about the military being on the streets, and you're going to want to be in your house or in your space, wherever you're going to be, so that you can be okay and not have to have too much interaction with that. Because they're not going to care that you're big and bad, and they're not going to care. They're going to have the deal to shoot you down in the street and drag your body off and throw you in a hole. Y'all don't believe it, but it's true. It's true. It is. So, you not taking care of what you need to take care of, okay? And still blowing money on a whole bunch of eat out food and all this weird stuff is crazy. It is. You said have everything you need at home. I'm trying to tell you, because we're not going to be able to move around like that, and people don't believe it. They don't. They don't believe it. They don't believe the stuff that we prepared for is going to happen. But it's happening. You said conviction. I'm listening, Jesus. Come on, nephew. I'm trying to tell y'all. I love y'all, but auntie wants y'all to be okay for real. You hear me? All the hair on my body just stood up too. You said, I've seen an uptick in military vehicles on the highway lately. Yep, someone was just telling me that the other day. You said, I just bought some more card and board games for the family so we can have stuff to do. Queen, in real life. This reminds me of the show Paradise when they, before they got on the plane. Interesting. I haven't ever seen it. But I'm telling you, listen. If you guys did not think I wanted y'all to be okay, now y'all understand. And it's getting closer and closer. And just like that pumpkin came in earlier and said that her pastor just told her on Sunday that they're not going to be here while it's happening. Huh? Pastors are still pastor lying and preaching instead of preaching. Preacher line. Telling these folks they don't got to get ready. I told y'all they are signing these people up for the mark. And now you all can see it. You say, yes, it's crazy, New Orleans with the military. Listen, y'all see it? Do you? You said, did you hear about all the top militaries meeting in VA in a few days? Yeah, yeah. But you gotta type that differently. You gotta type that differently. Type it differently, or they're gonna start playing with the comments. You can't use all the words. You gotta say the peoples is getting together at their grandma's house. You know, that kind of thing. With somebody about to be laying past, frustrated with the lava being poured over their back. This part, auntie. Sis. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Steph. Now you see why I said, listen, this is not about clout for me. This is not about being famous. I'm worried about y'all souls. I'm worried about you being able to say, no, I'm not going to take the mark of the beast. And I'm willing to die for Christ. Like, that's a real thing. Mm-hmm. I've seen it already, auntie. You said they're counting dates again. Talk about rapture is happening early October because the festival of trumpets is going by the Julian calendar, not the Gregorian calendar. Who remembers us studying about the Julian calendar, Gregorian calendar? Do you remember us studying that, Niece Pooh? Boy, they gonna keep on switching it up, Eddie. Who remembers us studying about the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar? Okay. I told my mom I'm willing to pass about my God for real. You better be. Cause see, it's all these folks on talking crazy. Yeah, but I don't know when, baby. It was all the way in the beginning. You remember, Queen? And now they talking, and it's relevant to what's happening now. I remember it because I had never heard it before. Okay, and look, now the church talking about it. See? Y'all, it is not one of our classes that has not been relevant to this time. Yes or no? I don't care how random the detail. You said we talked about it in math class. Interesting. I remember I just rolled my eyes super hard when I heard it. Listen, right? But they told y'all was over here studying stuff that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Whole time it had everything to do with everything. The water levels, dirt, the sky, everything. God had us paying attention so when we seen it, we would know what it was. Period. You hear me? I'm grateful for y'all. And when I say y'all take a huge load off of my shoulders, because I needed somebody to deliver this information to. And the fact that y'all all put it in y'all baskets, it makes me so grateful. You said we had touched base on it in my comparison religion class. Interesting. Interesting. So you seen it in class and somebody else seen it in math class. Come on. Come on. You hear me? But Queen, ain't that crazy? How something so simple, people think it's just a random fact, right? Don't have nothing to do with nothing. Whole time, it's right here. Just think if we were only focused on this and we didn't look at all of this that's on the outside of just what's right here, like the horses with the blinders on. They can only see in front of them, and if they want to see it, they got to turn this way, but they blinded this way. It seems like I seen, didn't we talk about it at something? At least once a day. Listen, Steph, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So much more meaning to what we have been doing here. I'm trying to tell you. Like, that's why I be like, God doesn't lie to me. And I'm okay with that. Right? I'm fine with it. I would rather know the ugly truth and be prepared than to be blindsided. Period. And it's a lot of church people that's about to be blindsided. Not just church people, but yet they supposed to know. And so that's why I give them the business. Because how are you leading anybody to Christ and you don't even know where to look? Huh? How you leading somebody? I use the Julian calendar at work a lot. When I was in the Navy, we used it to calculate the dates. Interesting. I think my house will be okay with the solar power heat and way to cook. Stay warm until he says move out. That part. He said the Gregorian, the Mayan calendar, the Julian calendar, and the other calendars. We studied all about it. We did. You hear me? Hey, you hear me? So now you understand why I don't want to know with the world's knowledge. I want all of the knowledge, but I don't want the world to teach it to me because God, it's like the devil wants you to be overwhelmed with information so you don't know where to start, right? But God will take you piece by piece. The whole time He's putting the puzzle together for you, and you might not see it until the end. You know what I mean? But it's all going to be valuable. Every bit of the information is going to be, it's going to be valuable. So give me a second. You do need Bible Gateway if you can get to it. Please and thank you. God gave us knowledge on all of it, so we will be aware He did. And I'm grateful for the schooling that you all had outside of here because there have been things that God has had us go look at that you all have intricate knowledge about. You all have in-depth knowledge about a lot of different things. So maybe God just had me touching the surface of it, but y'all come in with all the info, right? And that's why we did inclusion instead of exclusion. Because so many people come in here every day and give us information. I'm flashing, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. I don't even know why I'm hot. I don't even think I ate no chocolate last night. All right, y'all. Yeah. My poppy things. Okay. God gave us the knowledge on all of it. Yep. Okay. So, um, let's get to it. I gotta go up to my office in a little bit. Oh, it's always something to do, right? Here we go. I just want to tell y'all make me happy. And I'm really excited. I had to blow my nose. Anybody? Oh, so I went to go get some medicine, right? While the lady was sitting at the front desk thing, looking like she was half dead. I said, "You okay? You tired?" She said, "I don't feel good." I said, "Sinuses, sinus pressure, something else." And she looked up at me. I said, "And you're exhausted?" She said, "Yeah." Yeah, or she said she was exhausted, or however it worked. I don't know. Anyway, we had a conversation about it. And literally, everything that we had just talked about, like the last day we was in class, about how we were all feeling, she was looking like it. Yeah. Blowing her nose, stuff. I woke up this morning. I'm like, what in the heck? Like, just blowing my nose. And yesterday I had, like, tension all in here, right? It was crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is nuts, right? So I'm thinking water or air. But then I thought about if people are going to the music festivals. You said while I was in the pantry line, it was a group of ladies and we were talking about how exhausted we were. Girl, that's why I love y'all. But baby, I've been like on the phone, but in the bed all weekend. And really, I'm gonna fold my clothes. You said I had 2020 for the very first time. Are you serious, Sarah? I hope you feel better. I think it's something going around with it. I think they're doing it on purpose because think about it. If everybody feel crappy, they're not gonna go to the music festivals. Last night I was laid down and my nose was so stiff I couldn't breathe. Listen, stuffy, girl. I'm trying to tell you, clearing my throat and all kind of stuff. I said, what? Like ears been popping, throat been, all of that, all of that. Did you take some of your what's the name, Sarah? I think they're doing a dose in the air. I think so too, Auntie. Cause how was that all of us are having the same symptoms and we're not even? My husband had a nose strip on last night. Girl, did you take some of your stuff you sent me? The what's the name? Scratchy throat for sure. Girl, clearing my throat all day. My lupus got me messed up for a week now. Yeah, that's been cutting up too. My butterfly rash is acting up. Listen, I did. Yes, I feel better, but not 100%. Okay. You said you had to take Sudafed. Okay, so it's not just me then. Okay. So it's definitely something in the air. Because we don't even drink all the same water. I've been having slight chest aches. Sometimes, like my chest is sore. Yep, yes, it helped him. I put it on my kids' nose when their sinuses act up. Interesting. You been drained too? Yeah, me too. I've been exhausted. Yeah, I be wanting to get in here, but I just been chilling. You know what I mean? I have, because I have been just tired for no. I thought it was my menopause. None of my usual remedies are helping. I know something is up. Yep, I thought it was my menopause. I've been blaming it on that. And then my mean week was last week. So my daughter coughed so much she threw up last night. Right. Coughing, spitting, all of that. You said you definitely been drained and you 21. Okay, so yeah, thumbs up, nephew. Thumbs up. Because, baby, I've been exhausted. You been tired for no reason. Me too. Okay, so do we got anybody to do chemistry in here? Anybody took chemistry in school? I mean, like college or something? Anybody? What is something that could be turned into a gas that makes you sleep that they could spray in the air? I thought that's a girl. I was thinking it's lupus crisis, which is crazy you say that. I was thinking lupus crisis, menopause, and my mean week. And then that's what I thought the whole time. It ain't been that. Literally been sleeping in hours past my alarm time. Okay. Because, baby, I do not be wanting to get... it's like I'm up, but I'm still waking up. Like, what if it's frequency? Ooh, yeah. What if they send in the frequency through our Wi-Fi boxes? What if they are sending the frequency through our Wi-Fi boxes? Nitrous oxide or frequency can affect sleep. Right. You said you were saying it to your sister last night. The skies have been crazy Saturday. There was a massive crisis cross trails. Massive crisscross trails. Got it. Well, if that's it. That's how everybody could be affected by it. That's one of the patents. Are you serious, Day? My ears was just ringing right now. That would be an easy way because there's Wi-Fi boxes at work. There's Wi-Fi box. Houston, we have a winner. Listen. You said your ears have been ringing for months. Someone said turn off your Wi-Fi box at night. I did and woke up way better the next day. Natalie. Ears ringing, headache, drained, feeling sluggish for 2 weeks now. Yep. No phones charging in the room. No way. Y'all, my ears been ringing all the time. Yeah, I thought it was I don't know. Like, they said cortisone. So I'm like, okay, but I'm not stressed. They do, Paulina. My Wi-Fi box is in my room, and I have had trouble sleeping the past 3 days. Because I'm tired now, and I'm sitting outside. I had a headache yesterday. Me too. Oh, my God. You said 5G operates on the same millimeter waves as the body's oxygen absorption waves. And if you don't have enough oxygen in your blood, you will always feel... Look up the different patterns for frequency shifting. My ears been ringing. You have a grounding pad. It helped with the ringing. Yeah, my mind is blown. Remember during 2020 when they had us all in the house, they was putting up all of them boxes? It is. During 2020 is when they put up 2020 and 2021 is when they put up all the boxes. Because I had to go, I was out all different times because I was taking everybody to work. And I was like, 24 hours a day, there you saw the trucks with the lights on. It was still happening when we started. You said in cutting down all the trees which interfere with the signals. Interesting. No, interesting. You said Wi-Fi can definitely mess with our circadian rhythm too. I just looked it up. Same symptoms as radiation poisoning. You have got, shortness of breath. Oh my gosh. And the thinning hair. Oh my goodness. I'm not about to be walking around with all these devices on me. I walk around with like 2 or 3 devices at all. I love my smart family too, Queen. Oh my goodness. It is. And people were saying it was 5G. They were called crazy. No. Wow, you said that's been me for the past few days. Shortness of breath and go to talk. Hey, listen. And start choking. Yep. Oh, wow. They put them on major water towers, like right on top of them. And I'm always in front of a device. I'm always around devices. I've noticed when I have my cell phone next to my breast, it starts to hurt. Yep. Oh my God. Talking on the phone, I be exhausted. Talking on these devices. And remember when I told y'all, okay, right now it's 4 devices in front of me, but it's 2 in my room. And my, wow, okay. I put stickers on all my stuff. My phones have stickers on them and everything. But you got to think, that ain't about to do nothing if it's a, because they put them, the receptors, like every fourth or half of a mile. So it's creating a barrier. You said my sis got a plug of hair missing too. Had bad headaches, nausea, and random aches. Yeah. Yeah, I be nauseated and do. I thought it was all menopause. Freaking radiation poisoning. And they pushing you. You got a device on your arm. You got a device in your ears. You got a device in your hand. You got a device in your car. You got a device. Like, think about all of that. You can't even do earbuds because they hurt your ears. I ain't, for the last couple months, I ain't been wearing really no headphones. I put them on 2 minutes or so, maybe an hour before I come in here. But y'all remember, I used to always have my headphones on. In the last year, I have not worn my headphones a lot. I've just been listening to everything out loud. I've been talking on phone on speaker, so it's not close to my ear. OMG. Do y'all remember in like 2017 or something like there? I don't, you said the smart meters too? I believe it. Okay. So remember when the people was showing that like wherever they put them boxes at, one side of the tree was growing and the other side of the tree was dying and they were saying it's the 5G? I had to switch from the other side. I'm working on the tool about simply detect the problem. Hold on. You said, hey family, I had to switch from the other side. I'm working. If a tool we bought added to our supply were detected in the home. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, you're wondering. Got it. I don't use my TV. My TV really don't be on. But I know. I'm just thinking. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when people was like showing that their tree, like that they was complaining, like people that own their property or whatever, and they was putting the boxes certain places and all the trees around there was dying? They had them in the middle of apartments and stuff. You remember this? This is mind blowing. Just looked up at how many ways this can happen, and I can't say it here, but it's interesting. Yeah. We're made out of the same things that trees are. Right? We made out of the same things that trees are. You said I noticed the leaves starting to fall in August. That's not normal, right? It ain't even cold enough. They falling. They falling. It ain't even cold enough really for that to start happening. We probably needed another 2-3 weeks for that. It's still summer. Them leaves should not be brown and already rustling already. Because you got to think, around October 27th is when it would rain, and then you would really see all of the leaves on the ground. Because right before Halloween, you know, it'd be slushy or whatever. And that's when you would come outside and you could start seeing the crows and stuff. Right, the leaves are falling and turning colors. Turning colors for sure. They was already turning colors over a month ago. And that's crazy. They was. And normally that starts happening now into the end of October, November. Because in November, depending on the time, it can still be leaves and stuff on the trees, depending on how the season has been. So then around Thanksgiving is when a lot of the what's the name? You hear me? When a lot of the leaves and stuff, it could be all the way up until November that you might still see, you know, because that's when everybody going to the pumpkin patch and all that kind of stuff, right? Going to the apple orchards. Interesting. There were a couple of huge, beautifully aged trees in my neighborhood. They cut them down and got out the roots. That made me feel a type of way. That part. He said your yard is covered with leaves. Interesting. He said I started noticing that when they put up the blue lights at night. Yep. Yeah. That part. Listen. Right. This. Okay, so right, Diana. Right. They crispy, right. Like they didn't right. I was taking leaves yesterday. He said I remember thinking this is some bullish. Uh-oh. Huh. You hear that? Y'all heard all of this? You heard it? Now you heard it. You heard it? Did you hear it? You said last year might have been our last true fall. Okay. I don't know how people's eyes are closed. You hear me? Yeah, yeah, Jan. I can't even understand how their eyes are closed. Do you see all that is happening? We not even in the same place. Crazy. Right. You said, well, I'm getting cherry tomatoes. Plant growing now, nothing before. Oh, so they growing like it's just now summer. Interesting. You said my trees have been crazy since last year. Baby peaches on the tree in the winter. Apple trees blooming now. But they should have apples ready to harvest. Several types of pear trees died. All of them. Interesting. Interesting, Miss Moore. Everybody. You said that's how your cherry tomatoes were doing? So the vegetables is messed up because the seasons ain't right. Cause excuse me. When God made the fruits and vegetables and the seeds, he made them according to the seasons. The seeds go with the seasons, right? And then certain climates as well. And so then it's been programmed since the beginning of time, excuse me, that they're supposed to happen at a certain time. So God's clock is still working. It's man's clock that they messed up. You said rewhere the God would be calling on the land and whether to give an account for not obeying, doing their job correctly. Wow. Right. You said your grandma's tree had pears on it. You said I also saw a flock of ducks migrating the beginning of September. Interesting. My okra and cherry tomatoes are still producing. Okay. Do you think this feels like what we read about? Do you? You said you have a ton of muscadine grapes right now. Normally they would be dried up. Interesting. Huh? You said your bell peppers are growing new leaves. Interesting. You said it's been feeling biblical since 2020. It has. Huh? With people not being able to go in a grocery store or their money's being turned off because they won't take a digital ID. All of the food, 100% auntie, all the food is spoiled and you get it and it's bad. My Thai basil had died. Now it's growing to leaves. It grew to leaves. Remember I told y'all like my potatoes did nothing. They went to seed or whatever you want to call that before they could ever even get growing. They started off good and then it was done. I mean done. Quick too. It was like over a matter of days, like a week. They just dried up. I'm like, well, I was trying to grow some food for in the wintertime, and the outside said no, you wasn't. You actually wasn't trying to grow no food. You actually wasn't. It said, speaking of potatoes, I harvested 2 bags and got 5 palm-sized potatoes and 4 tiny, tiny ones. Hey, it's better than nothing, Queen. I didn't even get fat, baby. I got dirt. All that hard work. Listen. So we're seeing what we read about the earth not producing and the fruits and vegetables being bad. Literally, we are seeing it. You said, I call my grocery store having problems completing that transaction. Oh, your cousin's grocery store. Interesting. Interesting. There were a flock of black crows, damn near big as chickens, out here fighting. My granddaughter was like, "Do you see this?" I said, "Those are hood crows." Hilarious. I'm still grateful for what I got because now I know how to do it. This part, I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that the birds were eating up my microgreens. Interesting. Mm. said my garden was lush, was about able to harvest a little before it dried up almost overnight. Yep. Lately, for me, the time seems to be weird. It goes either real slow or super fast. Yeah, I will look up and it's 6 hours and it feels like 2. No joke. I ain't been on here with y'all. Ah! I'm trying, whole day gone. Like right now. It's already about to be 1:30. He said, and now we seeing the hybrids pop out like they tulips. Uh-oh, this part. How do this feel, y'all? For real. You said I've been saying bugs that I've never seen before. Also birds in my yard that chirp differently and look odd. Mm-hmm. 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 It feels surreal. Time is flying. You said exciting and scary. Okay. You said you had a molding issue in your garden, have to redo the whole thing. Interesting.
Okay, Bart.
Yes, I'm going to your stuff.
Did we talk about it?
Thank you.
Did we talk about it? Did we talk about it? Did we?
You said everybody sway side to side with your cell phone light up? Cause girl, thank you. Listen, did we? All you said and did. It's mind blowing. I'm so grateful. This is why he told us start storing up as many vegetables. This is when they were still giving you a good 10, 20 pounds worth of vegetables at the food banks and stuff. Right? And they were good vegetables. It might be a couple bad ones, but in 2022, they were still giving out boxes at the church and stuff like that because 2020 stuff wasn't over yet. So people was going and getting pounds and pounds of potatoes and pounds and pounds of carrots and onions for free. They were still good. This lady was acting like she was too good for the canned goods at the pantry. We met up outside and she gave me her cans. She gonna regret that. Dang, lady. God was trying to help you and you too good. Give me all that. Please and thank you. Thank you. Please and thank you. You heard me? This is our dramatic intro and outro. Everybody sliding down the walls with smiles of release. I'm relief. I'm trying to tell you. You said sweet potatoes and a bushel of cabbage lasted me about 2.5, 3 months. Come on. Come on. That song pop up in my head all the time when I hear the news. Come on. The animals that are fly are swooping through the neighborhood aren't afraid of humans. I fed the birds and squirrels. It's almost like they're looking for food now, right? They gonna be trying to get in houses. You say every time I hear or see something we talked about in the news happening, that's all I hear is our theme song. Didn't we talk about it? I told y'all was. Yeah. I told you, I said, look, in a minute you're gonna be like, we talked about that. We talked about this. Listen. What's up with the tunnel spiders in my yard is full of tunnel webs. That have occupants. Ooh, auntie. You said another day's creatures, but those jokers are all venomous. They getting evicted the hard way. No way. The spiders is coming, auntie. What? I know. I just killed one in my sink before I came and got on live. Have you seen any videos of the non-rapture people? Auntie. Who? Titi. I was noticing. Yeah. Interesting. Why I had spiders in the front and back, making webs bigger than a human. The webs kept. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all have that conversation. I'm gonna open my eyes in about a minute and a half because I don't want to talk about it. Go right on ahead. Y'all gonna say whatever y'all gonna say. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let y'all have that spider conversation. I don't want no parts of it. I don't even want to think about them. It was one in my sink, literally. Oh my goodness. Y'all done? Is y'all done? Can I come in now? Y'all done? Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right. Is y'all done? I tried to give y'all enough time. Y'all had it? Y'all done with that? Is y'all? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. That's why I just asked. I said, are you done? Okay. I figure I'll give y'all a moment. All right. Because I don't even want to see all that. I don't want that in my sleep. And I know y'all about to tell some horror stories. Let me just go on and get on out of here. I don't mind leaving while grown folks is talking. I don't do cats. I don't trust them. It's always a witch around me, so I'm definitely not going to have a cat in my house. Nope. I have a quick question for all of the lot crew and also do hair. How long do y'all retwist? Last. I feel like I just did a retwist and I'm back fuzzy. Yeah. That's the part. That's the part. That's the part. It is. It is. Your hair is budding. It is. Don't go for the perfected look. It's a part of you getting to know you. I just had this conversation. Can y'all stay on my business? Goodness gracious. I'd like to have my own conversations to myself. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Yeah, you too? Interesting. Me and my daughter just had this conversation yesterday. Another one, right? Listen. It don't matter. So y'all just eavesdrop on all my conversations, don't y'all? You said no limit Monday. Sarah! Cause what the? Eavesdroppers? Ear hustlers. You know it's a sin for that. It said your ears is gonna be. Thank you. Listen, thank you. It said your ears gonna. We read the punishment for eavesdroppers. Y'all forgot it. Thank you. Listen, Maria's new girl to put a tight cap on. Yes. Y'all remember this? That's a sin to eavesdrop on people conversations. Right. You remember they said they gonna have the Hot Wheels around and they gonna be on fire? CERCA bites, right. Y'all remember? A member? You said, but we failed to remember yet. Not when y'all in my business. Ah, listen. Not when y'all in my business. It's each a dose of your own medicine. Oh, y'all be waiting to give it to me, huh? That's what it is. I see what's going on here. I see now. I see what's happening. Thank you. I see what's going on. Y'all be waiting to get. Oh, and you sipping tea. Got it. Interesting. So you said perhaps. Listen, Mark. Look, I see what y'all doing here. Yeah. You said, listen. You said I'm retwisting every month. Listen. I see what y'all doing here. I see it. You said in your doorway talking about, yes, thank you, Dad, for giving her own dose. Ain't that something? Y'all be in my business? You said I love it. I bet you do, T. I bet you do. I'm watching y'all. I am watching y'all. I am. I see what's going on here. Not y'all want to give me back what I be giving y'all. Petty. Marie, get them. Get them, Marie. That is crazy. You said, let us get on the phone and call Dad. Because, right. Oh, here. Y'all sure can. Snitches. They are. Hello? Now, they already. Can you come get them? I asked them to stay away. No, they're picking up the other phone, listening into my conversations. Yeah, they wanted to. I'm sorry for yelling. They're always. No, I heard the click. They thought I didn't hear them. They keep getting on the other phone and listening to my conversation. I'm trying to have a private conversation with whoever I want to talk to. No, because they went and told each other. That's how I know they did it. Yeah, you can talk to them there. Hold on. Here. Daddy on the phone. Telling my business. Here. Dad, she had a chance to give me my shoes back, but she didn't. Oh, well. Look, here then. No. That is not what happened. No. Snitches. Dad said, we're going to know your business. Listen. No, don't listen to them. That's not what they, you know, you be fighting over the phone, trying to talk in the phone. See, they don't know nothing about that because they have a cell phone. Everybody got a cell phone now. But when you had to share the house phone, you be fighting over the phone so you can talk in it. To try to yell over your brother and sister so you didn't get a whooping. You said we learning from the best. Listen here. Be all in my business. Y'all remember? You said, yeah, she gonna be all right, though. See? I'm sorry to call you at work. I know you busy. But you said running to pick up the other phone in the house so you can listen and see what you talking about. Right. Yeah. That's why. Can I just get my own line? Called it. Not her interrupting our call with Dad to complain about us. Did. I can cut lawns or something. I don't want to share a phone line with them. No, because they're always... Okay, I can wait till you get home, but can you please just ask them not to get on the phone while I'm on the phone? Thank you. Please. I'm going in my room. That's how I be feeling with y'all. I can't even telling all my business. What in the world? I can't talk on the phone with the kids. I can't talk on the phone with the bill people. I can't talk on the phone with the. It looks like she's getting in trouble. You know what? You said we all ask for our online at some point. Listen, you said that she started it first, showing up in my dreams, telling me not to go back. Rika. She said she started it first. She told me don't go back, and then I be in her room and stuff. She always messing with me. Listen, you said, but when he leave, I'll be listening again. You know what? Y'all so petty. I love it. Yeah. And do. That's how you know we family for real. Ear hustler. She said, that's all right, because when he leave, I'm going to be listening again. I'm going to be listening. Party line. Right. Think I didn't hear the phone clicking because you didn't pick it up right. I heard it click. I told y'all we was family. The people that ain't family, they left. Just ear hustling. You said I could just say it out loud and he'll be okay to hear me say. You said what? She don't want to give him the phone. Listen, this part. Wait a minute. Not you threw tomatoes and dogs at me. Yeah, you said y'all got me crying, laughing at work. Because this is what we do around here. Fire the catapults, right. Right. You said remind me of my siblings back in the good old days. Indeed. Because we family for real. We is cousins, aunties, nieces, and nephews, and the like. Screaming, she lying, daddy, she lying, right. They back in here. TT, not them saying they don't have to prep because the angel's going to bring them what they need. My mama was saying the same thing. I said, y'all don't understand what God said when he said famine. I heard that. Yeah. That's what my family was telling me in 2022. Even though God said you ain't going to be able to buy yourself without no. That's why I said they don't believe it. You said, and the ravens. So what do they say about when he say some of y'all gonna be unalived, some of y'all gonna be taken captive? What do they say about that part? What do they say about a fourth of the vegetation around the world? What do they, girl? Yeah, they say that. And I'm not saying that an angel can't, but why would God make the angels work hard and you didn't even listen anyway? And I ain't saying that he won't. It's for the non-believers. Laugh out loud. So they think they gonna be like marrying them. It's not possible, but okay. This part. I met someone listen to you speak, and they said you're a false prophet speaking on things you don't know. They've been saying that the whole 3 years. That don't mean everything God told me to tell y'all ain't came true. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. You said, well, they're thinking they're Elijah, I guess. How many of y'all have saw me be called a false prophet in here? Or y'all let somebody listen to me and they said, you should not listen to her. Raise your hand. Most of y'all, they told y'all don't. Most of those people are not prepared like you are either. Hello. No. I guarantee you all of those people, if they say tomorrow we got to take the ID or they can't get their money, they going to freak out faster than you. If they say you can't go and pay your electricity unless you got this ID, this digital ID, they going to freak out faster than you. When I told my elder friend that, she said she feel like, oh, interesting. You said when I told my elder friend this, she said, well, I feel like I'm in a place where God got me where he got me. Girl, they like to use that. That means I don't want to hear it. False prophet has been screamed at you many, many times. Okay. Okay, so those of you that have been here, however long you've been here, how much of the stuff that we talked about ain't happening as we speak? Food, check. Water, check. Military on the streets, check. Not being able to say whatever you want to say, check. Children being stripped from their parents and their parents being put into concentration camps, check. It being against the law to be homeless, check. People being taken and their family not being able to find them and then they are no more, check. This queen, food, very expensive and no food stamps, check. Food banks not having food or quality food, check. Electrical outages and floods, check. I guarantee you this. The people that are here are not going to be freaking out like the rest of the people. We don't got to run out and buy nothing. If they say tomorrow you cannot have electricity, we not going to freeze to death. If they start pumping nasty water down the pipes, we can filter it a number of ways. If the air becomes toxic, we'll be able to breathe. You said celestial occurrences, temple, and red heifers. You said outlawing, praying, Bibles, and come on, and Jesus Christ. Did we talk about it, nephew? They said I was a false prophet when the Giants came out, right? When I was talking about it, they said it was all photoshopped, and then what started popping up? All over the world. All of a sudden, people seeing them. What was it? Not the very video I went viral for. Giants. And now they've been showing up for the last 3.5 years, have they not? But people called me crazy and said I was a false prophet then too. And now everybody talking about it. We talked about the aliens already being here, just like you said, the celestials and what's been going on. We ready. And they acting like you're saying stuff that the Bible hasn't already told us. You just break it down so we can understand. Come on. This part. We ain't worried about the stores being empty. We ain't worried about that either. Hello. Who gonna be in the dark? Yeah. They called Noah a liar too. They did until he wasn't. This. Who babies ain't about to be tripping? Because it ain't no streaming services because they turning the internet off. Not ours. You said in book 1, 339, God had me read it, and it's literally talking about what's happening in Gaza. Come on, thank you, Mr. Artisan. You hear me? Even AI don't like this class. The term pseudepigraph from Greek roots means falsely attributed and refers to Who writing to claim the author is not the actual writer, of course, because it tells about everything that's going to be happening. That's why. Thank you, sir. You hear me? I'm not worried about it. We ready? Are we not? Thank you. Okay. Are we not ready? Who feels more prepared than most of the people around you? Raise your hand, please. Huh? Do you? We was crazy 3 years ago. We're not crazy now. Thank you. You? You? God told us to stop spending, did he not? And only buy things that were going to be valuable in the next years. Huh? He said, stop buying stuff that was not valuable and only get stuff that's going to be valuable. He said Timu sent you some emergency blankets that you didn't ask for. Come on, God is still in a blessing business. But that's because you're following the rules. Hello. Why wouldn't he bless you when you following what he said? Is it offensive that people say that? Yes. But guess what? That don't take away from the fact that my circle littles and my big circle littles and my older circle littles ain't gonna be okay. I don't care. You know what makes me feel good? Is that God know I did my part. I did my part. Okay? And I'm grateful for that. You said just need my sword, like you said who, Michonne on Off the Walking Dead? Michonne got it. Listen. Are they gonna be able to say they did theirs though? You said you got me tearing up in a good way. It's okay, nephew. Right? Because they telling y'all what I'm not doing. But do they realize that if they know all this stuff and they didn't tell people, they gotta be worried about the people that they didn't tell? I've been screaming it from the rooftops even before TikTok. Hello? I've been getting called crazy for about the last 20 years. That don't take away from the fact that everything that when I was telling people in 2017 that 2020, this is what's going to happen, they called me crazy and said I didn't know what I was talking about. But guess what? It all happened, and it happened in 2020. All of it. That's locked in the house, the no food, the not people not working, the people dying, the medical and all of that. It all happened. And I did a video about it in 2017. You hear me? Will those people that call me a false prophet or whatever it is that they said be able to say the same about the mantle God put on their shoulders? You said your class really embodies the saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And ain't that what God told us to do? Is that not what he told us to do? Ain't that every time you see the word, it tell you, stay ready so you don't got to get ready? Ain't that why the five foolish had to go back? Because they wasn't ready? And they said, you never know what time the bridegroom going to show up, so you just need to have your stuff prepared for when he do so that you can leave and go with him. Watch, pray, and be ready. He said, I just knew that when you told us something and I didn't understand, God wouldn't let it leave my spirit until I listen. Listen, it's a lot of people that's the Bible wouldn't have said the harvest is ready, but the laborers are few for no reason. I'm gonna say that again. The Bible would not have said the harvest is ready, but the laborers are few. That's talking about souls. So I don't care about all these pastors and whatever. Are you harvesting souls though? Because the devil is. Hello? The devil is harvesting souls, is he not? You are seeing the lives being sucked out of beautiful people for nothing. Lucifer on his job. You know who ain't? And the Bible said so. Because if, okay, the laborers was working on the 12th of September, on the 13th of September, on the 14th of September, on the 15th of September, on the 16th of September, on the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, there would have been pastors trying to be online as much as they can, telling people, don't believe the lie. We would have seen a lot of pastors after the red heifers got sacrificed, telling people we need to start stocking up. You want to know why they call me a false prophet? Because they don't know what the hell is happening. They don't. They don't even know scripture. They telling people they not going to be here. They don't have to worry about it while it is happening in their face. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or their foreheads, so that they could not buy and so that they could not run a business. So you can't go in and patronize a place or purchase anything, but you also can't run your company. You cannot work. You can't sell your time to your job, and they can't buy it from you if you don't have a mark. Interesting. Let me see where I've heard that recently. Let me see. Letters.
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work. The system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory.
Free of charge digital ID that is mandatory.
For the right to work.
For the right to work. And we're going to go back and run that one more time. You said what?
Make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. We spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's
You said a lot of them is out of the loop because they put the Holy Spirit on mute because he wasn't saying anything they wanted to hear. True. Oh, hell no. I just asked Alexa about something, and when we got done, she said, "You are welcome, Antoinette. Have a great day." Girl, you're not calling me by my name. She never did that before. Oh, they listening. Come on. Come on, Queen. Hey, family. I've been Mr. B, just sitting back, learning. I'm observing. I couldn't leave it, even if I went to class. Family so addictive. Hey, pumpkin. Thank you. Thank you. I'd rather be unemployed. They living better than us anyway. Listen. So does the digital ID keep us from Christ's kingdom? Yes. It's the start of it. Yeah, it's the start of it. But we definitely talked about it. We did. And so God told us prior to this coming out, buy as much as you can. Not stupid stuff. Buy as much food, toilet paper, dehydrators, dehydrated food, canning food, canning jars, sugar, salt, powder, and anything else you're gonna need in your kitchen cabinets. You hear me? Baking soda, baking powder, all of it. Powder for your baby booty. You hear me? They also banned the Bible there too. They did, and we talked about it. That's why we went and got all of these so we could have them in our house where don't nobody gotta be bothered with us. Interesting. They're gonna stop you from traveling. Did we talk about it? Did we talk about it? Did we? We talked about. You gonna run where? Where are you going? Okay. They're painting the border. I know they've been doing that for a while. Yep. Well, I guess y'all and Dad narrated this class today. But maybe there was people that needed to hear it. You need to have, if you ain't never watched the episode of Little House on the Prairie, you need to. The first versions, the first seasons. You need to go watch that. The Waltons. You never watched Little House on the Prairie, you need to. Do you hear me? And I mean it. Now, are they racist? Yes. That don't mean nothing. Just go watch it. Look over all of the other stuff and go watch it. You said ain't no running anyone can do. It's going to be worldwide. This, nephew. And people don't believe it. Okay. Always. You said, yep, was watching this last week, Living Off the Land. I'm trying to tell you. You said one pastor mad because some of his congregation didn't participate in his wife Diva concert, but not speaking on how some people were deceived the other day. Ooh. That You said my teacher asked us were we interested in going to Greece. I said no, thank you. I'm good. That part. I need to save all my coins. You hear me? Matter of fact, I ain't even trying to save them. I'm trying to go get what I need before I can't even spend them. You said you love Little House on the Prairie. Yep, you gotta watch it. You said B and Jay-Z running too. So they don't know it's about to be everywhere. And now you in a country where no. Because money only gonna go so far. How many times have we seen in the movies that when money don't matter, they'll throw the money back at them and turn on them? Huh? We didn't see that because some money can't fix some stuff. Some stuff money can't fix. You hear me? You said only guilty people run, stand your ground. You see where we at? I told y'all all that the celebrities are moving to the UK. But his minions calling for $500 love tokens. Listen, crazy. You said you cannot you can't outrun God and his wrath. You cannot. You can't. He said it won't be nowhere. They did that to Judas in the Passion of the Christ. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Listen, it's a real thing. You said so. Why run? I'm not. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Artisan. Thank you. Listen, they threw the money back at him, right? That damage was done, right? Money can't fix everything. You hear me? It can't. Thank you. Listen, it can't. It's some stuff money can't fix. So you have to look at that. You said my neighbor said, you said, and they ain't had no reason to run. Ain't nothing changing for those who take the mark, right? Because them beings is about to come out. My neighbor said they had a pastor anniversary at another church. 4 churches were invited. 1 church didn't show up at all. And there was less than 20 people at the anniversary. People don't got money for the shenanigans. Hello? They got... Meanwhile, here a guy giving a funeral was throwing money out the plane, just ghetto and ignorant. Listen. And I would have been out there getting all the money and going and buying my survival stuff. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Is that what we doing today? Because I sure would have took some of whatever he put out. If it's going to the ground, this is for everybody. So let me go get my survival stuff since we just throwing money away. I mean, thank you. What you mean? Hey, cousins. Thank you. Listen, what is that? Oh, did he tell everybody that's what he's about to do, or just, thank you. Did he only drop it on the people? Because listen here. Thank you. You said, you hear me? I'm your cousin and your grandfather. You understand me? It's not a game. Like, what? This is what we doing? What? I'm trying to tell you. It's a real thing. Let me go and give him a bucket so I can get y'all tissues and stuff. No bystanders was collecting the money too, and would have been. Why the celebrities running from the UK, they'll fall apart. They're not accepted or looked at like stars, I think. Listen, I don't know. Listen, I'd have been, you know how they got the book up? It's okay. And I ain't stealing because it's free money. It's on the street. I ain't taking nobody's stuff, but if you just, and would have went about my survival stuff, girl, I can see I don't be around no stuff like that. You hear me? Yeah. Wait a minute. You said what they did? What? Falling from heaven, and money do fall out the sky. It sure do. Especially when your daddy live in the sky. You hear me? Where else is it supposed to come from? Where else is it gonna come from? If my daddy live in the sky, then it's gotta fall out the sky. Listen, come on, Mr. partisan and will and do. Listen, they said that the doomsday map is going to happen, and I told them if it happens, I'll be right here. I'm not going nowhere, Dad. He said, I don't want to move. Your dad asked why you don't want to move. I said because Dad's wrath is going to be everywhere. That part. Listen, whatever going to happen, going to happen. You hear me? So if you're not ready, now y'all see why I was like, hey, all them extra trinkets that you ain't going to, if go turn your breaker box off. Whatever is in your house that you can't use without power is not important. So then what will you do? Okay, now if there's no power, right? You got all of these things, but you can't use them. Your food only gonna last 72 hours. Folks gonna be fighting over ice, fighting over gas. What is you about to do? Wealth of the wicked. Listen, I'm for real. If they do this in America in the next 6 months, what does it mean for you?
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. Our immigration system does need
You
to
said
be
$6
fair
bills
if
from
we
heaven
want to
rain down
maintain
on me.
that
That
binding
part.
contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
What if that happens in December in America? What does that do for you? Because in Vietnam, they either had to get their fingerprint or their retina scanned. And they cut off, what was it, 200 million people or 20 million? I think it was 20 million or 200 million. Whichever one, it was 20 or 200 million people couldn't get access to their bank account. So what you gonna do? If you woke up tomorrow and you could not access none of your money and could not go back in the store for 6 months, how long you gonna make it? Because if y'all think that they just put those silver things in front of the stores when you walk into Walmart and stuff for nothing, you tripping. They're there for a reason. And remember, the military is already on our streets. Marvin, you hear me? Tell me what you're gonna do. If you can't go to work unless you let them put an RFID chip here or here, thank you. What are you gonna do? I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, do you have everything that you need for the next 6 months? Is there enough food in your house if you wanted to try to make a decision on what you was going to do? If they turn out the lights and all the candles are going out of the store, it won't even matter because you can't even go in there and get none. Don't ever say no stuff like that in here. No. That stuff, app Superman or whatever, that'll get you kicked out of my class. Please don't do that. Don't ever type stuff like that. They'll be on you because you typing it, and I don't know if you know the AI is feeding everything that you type to the government. So you wouldn't even worry about it because they'll get you before you got them because you post stuff like that. That kind of stuff can get you locked up. I don't know if you know or not. They not playing with that. You might want to be careful about what you type. Because when I get off of here, everything that y'all type is categorized in here. And I can see who said it, if they're a follower or not. And I'm not saying for me, I'm saying for the people. They doing that for a reason. No, I kick people out for talking like that. I got you, but yeah. Because if we was in a community and you talk like that out loud and boastful, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I would be scared to let you in a community. Because that ain't the stuff you tell nobody. Like, I'm about to be in your bushes, nigga. Be looking for me. No, that's not how you do that. A nigga get in your bushes and all he gonna see is the yappa flash. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's scary to me. I don't want to be seen in this next stage that we going to. The folks that gotta be seen, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying folks gotta be seen, gotta let everybody look at them. They gonna be the people that get everybody around them messed up. Cause they gotta talk loud in the store. They gotta let everybody know where they going. They gotta post everything that they do. That is terrifying for me. Cause if they looking for folks, I mean, all I gotta do is find the loudest person in the room, the person that's always gotta be seen and always gotta be whatever. Like they gonna know, and you gonna lead them back to the people you love. You gotta be very careful. But I've been seeing that for years over here. I don't know how long you've been here, so you good. But these folks know I don't play that. Because if y'all don't think that they're looking at where our phones are and what websites they're on when we're looking at stuff, y'all crazy. Like, that's how a lot of people gonna be. That's how they was picking up Spanish people, the immigrants, by their phones and what they type and who like they went through this social media to see who was connected and who was talking about what and what they talking about. Like, y'all gotta, right here, for real. That's why when people was like, where are we going? I ain't seeing it on the internet. We'll figure out another way to talk about it. Hello? Thank you. You said, what if we're forced out of our house? We got tents. That's why we got portable wood burning stoves and sleeping bags and portable water filtration. We're already planning on it. It's going to happen. We've already thought about it. That's why we got portable toilets and portable showers and all of that. That's why we've been getting that stuff. Because we know eventually that is what it's going to be. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm about to find me some food. And I love y'all. So I got to run up here to this office. I love y'all. But you need to be real zip-lipped now. We live in a surveilled world. Yeah, exactly. And it's scary because we just... That's why I don't have nobody with me. Because who gonna prove that I did it? Ain't nobody to tell it if I'm by myself. Hello. There's nobody to tell it. Because wasn't nobody there but me. You ain't heard nothing. You know, I think I heard somebody... No, you ain't heard nobody talking about nothing. Actually, not none of my stuff. You hear me? And that's why I don't be running with nobody. Folks asking me what I'm doing. Why do you want to know? You might be the people's, and I don't know that. Yeah. It's so funny. I tell strangers I love them, and they look at me crazy. I know. I told you it's gonna start slipping out your mouth, didn't I, sis? I said, in a minute you're gonna be telling the mailman and people, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm... Gas station folks. Dollar Tree lady. I told y'all, once it just falls out, you be like, ooh, okay. So, you said, I love everybody, and that's it. I'm trying to tell you. You said, I know, I told y'all. I said, I love you, just gonna start falling out your mouth. Everywhere. You said, do that to everyone when I hang up. I got that bad, especially when the conversation good. Like, don't, I love you. Yeah. Like, they be like, you be like, ooh, with the love of the Lord. With the love of the Lord, I did. Yeah, I told y'all. It makes me happy, though, because guess what? You might be the only person in that person's day that told them that you love them. And sometimes people just want to know that. They want to know that one person loves them. And you, what you thought was a slip, was actually their fire to go to the next day. How about that? He said, I'm going to have to start saying that with the love of the Lord. Yeah, at the end. Because it just falls out your mouth. I know. I told y'all I was. You said, get out my business. Listen. It is. It do. Right. You just be telling people. You don't even mean to say it. You just be saying it. But guess what? It's not that it's not real, though. Because you realize in order to love God, you do have to love everybody. You don't have to like what they do or like how they live. But you do have to love everybody. You have to. And sometimes people just need to hear that. Some people just sometimes people need to hear a kind word. That's what the Bible talk about that. Okay? But wouldn't you rather have that be what you say than anything else? You hear me? Wouldn't that be? I would rather when God is writing stuff down on my list. Well, you told 20 people that week that you didn't even know you loved them. And but do you know what happened? They had a better day. Cause see, you don't get to see the reaction to what happened. Sometimes you just go on, but you don't know how that brightened that person's day. You don't know how that changed that person. You don't know, but you are part of their book. Hello, it's like a movie script. Every person we come in contact with is the extra in our movie. Some of them are main characters, right? Some of them are just stand-ins, right? Some of them are the people that's walking by in the New York scene that's blurred out a little bit. And you can just kind of see it. We are that to each other. Y'all realize that, right? Because God has already wrote this script out. It's already been written. You hear me? So true. Never knew what they're going through, right? So wouldn't you want to be the person that offered that to other people? No? Or you want to be the person that leave a nasty taste in their mouth every day? The person at the Taco Bell, the person at the Walmart, that's what you want? I mean, because you get to pick. I would rather be the reason a person chuckles several times. That crazy lady told me she loved me. She don't even know me. And you might be the reason they chuckle for the rest of the day till they get their next horrible customer or something. I would rather be that. I would rather be that. That's what I would rather be. You know? I would. We all could have been known for a lot of different things. And we have been. You said, I do want to be the reason they smile. Right. Why would you want to be the... Right. You want to be the right reason a person is irritated all day? Yeah, you suck. Your life sucks too. It does. It does. I've been that person who was working and was having a bad day. If someone would have told me they love me, it would have made my whole day. I'm trying to tell you, Queen. It do, nephew. You can pretend your life is amazing all you want to. If you intend on hurting people every day, your life sucks. Trolls suck. They do. Because why would you want to get under somebody's skin and irritate them? You don't get no energy from that. I mean, if you're a demon. But other than that, if you're doing that, yeah, your life sucks for real. Hello, Mr. Kent. You hear me? Your life sucks. And that's the truth. And y'all can see it. Because when you're happy, you want people to know things. You want people to smile. You want people to be excited, you know? But if you're miserable, oh no. You don't want nobody to learn nothing. You said, right, I want to see that smile and laugh. Come on, this. Why would I? Your life is horrible. Oh, I'm going to inflict some pain on them. Well, go right ahead. You're just getting that back. So now I see why you stay miserable. You stay irritated. You stay whatever. Who want to live like that? Not me. There's too much going on right now, baby. I don't want nothing but happiness right now. Peace. These demonic spirits are already getting worse. Oh, yeah. Going to get worse, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm trying to grab as many peaceful days as I can. Because I know we getting ready to go into turmoil like the world has never seen before. And you want to start it already pissed off all the time and irritated and crazy? Oh, yeah. Yep. And what if you don't make it to heaven? Then you didn't have no happy days. Ugh. I'm about to have as many happy as I can. You hear me? That's why we come in here, we laugh, we talk about food, we learn, we grow, we cry together, we grow stronger. I don't want the rest of that. I told the lady I loved her, and I helped her out, and she was so grateful. She said she had just lost her dad and was having a hard time. Come on. The toe wiggler in the information, and this part, in the informational way, that part. See? You said a man yesterday was a clear example. Come on. Listen. Oh, yesterday. Yeah. Listen. Listen. Mm-mm. I would rather be a blessing in somebody's life than a lesson. Now, back in the day, baby, I wanted to be the lesson. Don't even, I can't even hold y'all. Back in the day, oh yeah, I'm going to be a lesson. But today, just a blessing. Now, if you get a lesson from the blessing, that's something else. But old CERCA used to be the lesson. New CERCA just want to be the blessing. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. You said I've been... Oh, we have to tell my nieces and nephews more about God. Come on, Keish. You said no for real, Auntie. I felt that. Nephew! Nephew! You hear me? Nigga, yeah. Auntie was the lesson, but now I want to be the blessing. You see? Mm-hmm. Valerie, listen. You said I was something else. Me too, nephew. I'ma just sit on down, though. God says, sit on down. Sit down. You gonna be a blessing and not a lesson over here. You hear me? You make people think like, nigga, am I? Yeah. I'm a blessing now. I used to be a lesson though. I can admit it. I can admit it. I can admit it. See, God can change anybody. If he can change me, I know he can change you. Nothing's impossible. Nothing. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. He can't help you if you ain't honest. I was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Ooh, well, I didn't want to be that. I was just a lesson. Make people think they whole existence. Make people rethink their whole existence until God made me rethink mine. Nephew, we is kin for real. Questioning their whole understanding about what they thought and didn't know. Listen, you got my toes going into my my cells like this. They are squeezing down in the slides. Because not that you, look here. Yeah, that. I'm telling you. What? And then it happened to me, and then I said, why am I even on this planet? Why am I even here? Why do you even let me breathe this breath? I mean, why? He said, well, don't feel too nice, do it. I said, what you mean? So let's go back over the last few years. Do you remember this? You remember that? Yeah, I kind of vaguely. Yeah, so what about this? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you know what I did? Since you felt free just giving it out to everybody, I figured I'd bundle it up because I know you like bundles. You know, bundle things together. I'm just going to put them all in one package and hand them to you nicely in a beautiful bow. And when you open it, it's going to be everything crazy right in there, smacking your face. And you won't be able to get it out. You'll just have to stay there, and it'll have to be there with you until you understand. Don't do that no more. I was just packing the boxes. You was doing stuff. I was thinking about how you be thinking about other people's stuff. And as soon as you thought you were done with it, I handed it to you in a face that you had never seen in a box. And you had no idea what was in it, but it just looked so pretty. You went on and took it home. We all like bundles. Learn the hard way. My God, me too. You said you're going to put everything that I ever did in one package and give it to me all at one time? Oh my God, all of my favorite things. He said, yeah, let's see if they are after this. Are they still all your favorite things? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. You said, my baby said hi. Hi, Punky. Hi, TT, baby. Everything you did to somebody else, God is putting it in a beautiful box for you. Just pulling from way back when you thought he forgot he didn't. He wrapping it up and getting it all ready. So when you leave out this next situation, you said set me down crisscross applesauce with his 2 fingers on your shoulders like this. You know how somebody puts you down and you be like, unhand me, peasant. Unhand me. Right? Don't tap me on my shoulder that tight. That you be ready to. He said, oh, I'm sitting down. It's okay. I thought you was somebody else. I'm sorry. I'm sitting down. And I ain't gonna get up when you leave either. I'm gonna just stay right here. Because if I, you said screaming, let me go. I'm trying to tell you, right, girl? Listen, I'm going to sit right here. I ain't even going to move till you get back. I'm going to sit right here. Nope, you don't got to worry about me even taking my shoes off. I'm going to sit right here. If you don't tell me to take them off, I ain't going to take them off. Listen, you said with 0 words needed. Listen. Open it up and got Molly Wop, chopped, minked, and merch, and almost told us and told us that down. Listen, you said, "Wow, those bundles are the truth." I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I don't want no parts. That's why I'm only trying to give out good. That we ain't got to get no more surprise packaging. Like, oh my God, who sent me this? He said, God watching them around the corner like this. He'd have rung the doorbell. You're like, oh my God, somebody thought about me. Oh my God, look at this. It's so beautiful. Oh, I wonder what's in it. I can't wait, right? You already seen it before. You just on the receiving end of it now. You just received. Listen, I don't know no parts of it. Keep it. Thank you. Listen, for real. Yeah. Who sent it to you? You sent it to you. You bought it for yourself a long time ago. And it's just been sitting on the shelf waiting. You didn't sent it to yourself. Remember how they used to tell you go and mail something to yourself so that way it could be like copyrighted and all that or whatever? Yeah, that's what you did to all the horrible stuff you did. You just sent it to yourself and it set up and then it had to come back and you forgot you sent it to yourself. You said, hold on. Right, Dream. You hear me? You sent it to yourself. Oh, surprise. I sent me a gift. Heartache, pain, all kinds of stuff. You packaged it up just nice. You forgot about it. You said a poor man copyright. Come on. You know that feeling when everything going too good. That's one of them. I'm trying to tell you, nephew. I love you too. I love you too, Deshannon. Listen, you said nothing but pouches and punches and slaps. I'm trying to tell you. You gave it to yourself. How you like your gift? How you like it? Is it beautiful to you? Did you decorate it right or what? You said mark it out my name to claim unknown. Listen. You sit into your own door. I'm cool. I don't want no parts of it. So, I love y'all. You said they ain't got to get rid of these envelopes and stamps. Ain't that crazy that you sent it to yourself? You sent all of that to you. Postmarked it, made sure the address was right. No matter where you moved, it was going to follow you. It's going to get right on over there. You said, no, for real. I'm trying to tell you, it's real out here, nephew. Auntie. And that's why I don't be messing with nobody. I just be in my own space. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nothing. Because I don't need no surprise boxes at my door. Do you hear me? Not a one. So, anyway, I love y'all. I'm about to go. I shall see y'all later. Hopefully, we shall see how these days go because the days are going so fast. It's like if you get up, it's already 3 o'clock. You said I sent myself a few packages on TV. Me too. More. And look, was happy because it was a whole bunch of them on the porch and didn't even know. Didn't even know. You know, they was going to be open one at a time, right? Same order, different boxes. See y'all later. Man, listen. And you know how the one package you always waiting on, right? And then they come and you be like, man, this wasn't even all that. Right, that kind. Waiting all, getting all excited, and it wasn't nothing enough. For real. See y'all in a minute.